Welcome to EDL TV.
We esports now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have some ESEA IM action going on tonight. A big 3-map header between some undefeated teams. Well, it's, second weekend, so naturally they should be undefeated. We've got Bird Noises facing off Not Fast Food. I'm joined by Flatline.
I can't wait to guess this match, bro. Are you hyped? Because I'm hyped. I'm super hyped. This is gonna be a great match. I feel it. I feel it in my match feeling bone.
All I see is good players on each side. Everyone's bringing something to the table here. I remember Bird Noises from last season pulling together some great stuff. They have pretty much everyone from their team coming into this match. And then we've got another last season IM heads-up match-making, whatever you want to call it, playoffs finalist team under Not Fast Food with a slightly changed roster.
Yeah, I find it interesting how Bird Noises, they've only lost to Not Fast Food in the regular season, and they were 14-2, and Not Fast Food managed to take it over them twice. So yeah, I don't know if they figured out like the key to taming the wild offense of Bird Noises and their unbelievably perfect stalemates that they just love to force. But I don't know, will they be able to do it again in 3 maps?
Hopefully 2.
Hopefully 2. Oh yeah, I love being here all night. I just want to talk about TF2. I mean, that's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to be talking about the rosters real quick. I'm going to run through. I'm going to do Not Fast Food. They'll have the big lips tag. Starting with Ictus on Medic, Habib, also known as Assassin, on Demo, Zilly on Pocket, Bot Mode on Roamer, and Sen and High Five are the Scouts.
And on the Bird Noises side, we're going to have Matt on Medic, Sai on Demo, Vol on Pocket, Hellbent on Roamer, and the Scouts are going to be Train and Van. We have gotten word from our IM Insider that we are going live, so I assume Habib is going to get in the server soon, as we only have 11, but he was in earlier. I think he might just be out of connection problems. ESEA is just treating us super well.
ESEA knows just how to treat us.
Just how to treat us.
Oh, brother. Anyway, what are your predictions? Who do you think is going to be the MVP? Let's just start right there. Who's the MVP of the map?
That's a tough one. High Five played this class in Invite. He's still on Scout. He's gonna frag. Just him and Sen are going to go huge on the flank. I'm gonna see. I definitely gotta name them as my dual MVPs because I just broke your rule. Looks like Habib is in and he's readied up. Before we go live, your MVPs?
Kind of stole it from me.
Haha!
Because Sen is a good scout, High Five's a good scout, very smart players, very good combo. With Ictus's heals, because Ictus is also a scout main, he knows to dish out heals to his scouts when it's time. Scouts can be destructive on this mid once they take those heals and push across point. But if I were to say anyone else for a MVP, it's probably going to be Hellbent on Roamer.
I gotta say, the young Habib on Demo would probably be my backup. He's really shown this season of IM that he's really capable down. He's been floating around with IM for a while. He's playing with some, I believe it was Egyptian Flamingos last year, and they were 8-8. They got into the playoffs, but he really didn't have a chance to shine until this season, and he has done it very well. So, I think him and his scouts are just going to combine and wreck Bird Noises down to the core. But before we go live here, any predictions? We're going to see this grow out to a grinding 3-map set.
Well, I gotta stick with my good friend Ictus. I think Not Fast Food are gonna take this. I'd hate to say it, but 4-3. It's gonna go the full 30 minutes.
Ooh.
4-3.
Oh god. Oh no, it's gonna take forever. But it looks like we are maybe in the. Okay, everybody warped back to their spawns, so I thought we were going live, but I guess we aren't. I got baited.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna have to say for this map, I'm gonna say Not Fast Food 5-3.
A double Not Fast Food. So
yeah,
right away, Bird Noises are the underdog.
Well, I mean, according to us, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There wasn't a saloon bet, so we can't get the public opinion. Pull the gamers out there about what they think about this matchup. I don't know. You want to go out on the streets with the clipboard, just ask random people. Bird noises are not fast food. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Would you? Somebody scream that in your face?
Yeah, I'd say not fast food.
Not fast food.
Well, apparently they are now officially with Vol finally choosing to ready up. We are going to be going live.
Yep, here we go. I'm definitely watching Sai on this first minute as he is running the Donkster cannon.
The cannonballer.
The cannonball weapon. As we get our
Alternatively,
3 bait rollouts before the real one.
alternatively, Habib, aka Assassin, is going to be running the booties for that speed boost and health boost. It's going to be going to mid a little bit quicker. We're going to see a dual demo fight going on here very shortly. Habib going to go for the saw rollout, get that first sticky out. But actually, even Sai was faster than that. We have a quick bomb over from Mr. Zilly, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's Hellbent. Hellbent in the river, in the kitchen. Not going to make any commitments here. Most of the teammates have played pretty passively right now. And oh, nice little stuff onto Vol. But Habib gets taken down, going a little too far out of his comfort zone. And all this other extra stuff going on the side right in front of the kitchen. I don't think it's going to be enough for bird noises. They're getting swamped right now. And one bomb from the soldier, not going to be enough. He's only on 30 HP, but they are going to spam him out and get them out of there. Matt B quickly running away to maintain that Uber. And, ooh, really quick bomb from Mr. Bot Mode. Going to get taken down by a very well-trained trainer.
Well, there went any semblance of advantage they had. Now it's pretty much even. I mean, not fast food has the point, but they're probably just going to be stuck here stalemating for a little while, unless Bird Noises wants to push the issue, as they do have their spawn for mid back up. It looks like they are moving into Saw here, trying to spam, giving Sai a little bit of a spam line with his Donk Master Cannon, but not fast food are going to move back in quickly to try and reclaim it. And we're just probably going to see a classic Snakewire stalemate here. The classic TF2 stalemate, really.
Snakewire.
Bird
You
Noises.
see Bot Mode just gonna walk through casually.
Oh,
That's
alright.
the best way to do it.
Goes
He's
in
gonna
for
try
the
and
bomb.
get in, get
I
some
think-
good damage onto Trainer, but Trainer's gonna still take him out.
Yeah, and that's all they wrote for now. Looks like Bird Noises are gonna move in through lower. They might catch not gonna sloot off a bit off guard here. No, they're gonna be able to rotate back. And Vol's actually stuck in the corner. The Uber still has not come out, and he's gonna drop Vol. That B knocked down to 50 health before he finally pops. They are able to trade Ubers, but they already lost their pocket before this Uber even came out, and they are in the worst position right now. They're gonna back out, but it looks like Matt might even go down. No, Sen does go down. And it looks like Bird Noises are going to be able to repel not fast food, at least for the moment. They had some decent height advantage, and they're going to be able to take over Choke again.
A lot of fighting in this lower cabinet area. Looks like Habib's trying to keep that pressure on to keep them from going forward. Sai is not going to call his bluff, and they're just going to back off. Kind of just a weird kind of in and out, and then nothing really kind of broke the equilibrium. I mean, they got Sen, but they didn't even decide to keep going with it. So Bird Noises are going to be maintaining their second hold with only even Ubers.
Looks like Not Fast Food is moving in here through the yard. We got Zilly and High Five moving in, but Zilly's going to get just mulched by these stickies. He's got nowhere to jump. He's going to get a bit of heals from his med, but Bomb Mode has already gone down. The bomb from Voldo coming in, they're going to be able to force the Uber out. Matt is going to pop his off as well, and we're going to see an Uber exchange here on the second point. Solar's actually going to bomb in. He gets flashed, but Sen is going to go down to Hellbent, who's in behind. He's onto a beam. He's gotten him down to really low, and it's just High Five alive. And the pinch worked out perfectly there for Bird Noises. They're going to be able to wipe Not Fast Food and reclaim this mid. They're going to have a pretty much like a 40% Uber advantage. This is going to be a free second for them.
It could be a free second, but Bot Mode's gonna have a plan for that. He's sitting over here in the corner in front of the grass, the lawn, yard, whatever you want to call it, and he's probably gonna get an opportunity to walk forward. He does get spotted out by Mr. Hellbent, and now with a desperate jump, Bot Mode's gonna go across, maybe gank it out. No, he's gonna get launched into the air, going straight for the medic. Oh! Almost
He got
that
Ictus
great
down to
little
18.
pop-up air shot. Didn't get
He's
it
down
though.
to 18 health there. I don't know what happened to him.
What a
Looks
nice
like
little bomb.
Yeah, Sen has his Uber up. I mean, his sentry gun up, but down in that little spot next to the hut. Yeah, it looks like Not Fast Food is mostly just deciding not even to bother pushing the issue as Bird Noise is moving into lobby here. They're going to pop out the Uber from the right side. The sticks are going to get that very quickly, and that Sentry Gun is going to get taken care of. It goes down almost immediately, and Bird Noise is taking a lot of ground with this Uber. They're able to block the right spawn off completely, and it's just 3v5 right now. Train does go down, though, to the bomb from bot mode, but Matt is just getting onto the point. He got so much time, and Sai was just able to walk onto there and take that round for Bird Noise. Is coming out strong after that huge play on second.
A lot of action going on there. Right away, that Uber was just pretty much flawless in my opinion. But the post fight was a little bit shakier. But in the end, they still had the numbers, and nobody was on the cap. Right now, going into this mid, we do see Habib getting a little bit more forward this time. Playing right next to the kitchen, takes 2 stickies, down to 100 HP. Gonna back off and wait for those heals. Like just playing on the upper rock area. And everyone on Not Fast Food have just been kind of playing passive. Waiting for an opportunity. They're gonna spot out this soldier up here up top. Bull's gonna get taken down. And now it's so much presence from Bird Noise. I don't think Not Fast Food can find any opportunities here. Sen's gonna get picked off at the very edge of that escape. And even Habib's not gonna get it out. As Hellbent going forward, really aggressive, gonna wait it out on second.
Well, now Bird Noise is in the same position that Not Fast Food was last round, except they have not stacked in their roamer to eradicate basically any advantage they had, and they're able to take out the second for free. It's going to be even Ubers on last. Looks like Sen is already up on NG there. They're probably just going to back off, maybe get some more high on their classes, although Vol is on Spy, and I don't think he's forward spawning. Yes, he is staying on Spy here. Interesting choice. But, you know, definitely going to catch Not Fast Food off guard here. He's on the basic invis watch. He's going to have to run in quickly as he goes in from lower. And, you know, whenever there's an off class, I just got to keep it on the spy cam. Looks like he's going to run on a cloak. He's going to have to uncloak straight on point here. This is risky. Oh my god. He's onto an Ictus, but he misses the stab. Uncloaked a little bit too early and wasn't able to swing his knife. The cloak wasn't fully uncloaked, and he just couldn't get the stab onto Ictus. He's going to go down. But we also have High Five up on Sniper here on the right side. And looks like Vol is going to come back on Sniper.
And we're going to see some sniper action going up here. This is a great sideline for snipers because it just kind of keeps lobby completely under control. If you have a sniper like this, exactly, we have over here Zilly kind of peeking out a little bit into the drop down window area. He's going to back off though. When you have this kind of presence from a sniper, you need to try and peek lobby. Try and maybe get your roamer in with a little buff. Try and spot out the medic, because the medic's probably hiding behind the train. And that's kind of a, depending on how you get in, through cheese or any other way, you could probably get an opportunity to get to that med. But they are watching the lower area. That is Hellbent sitting down, watching that ramp, and nobody's really contesting lobby. It's just kind of a no man's land, a neutral zone.
Yeah, Assassin caught a sight of Vol, so they know they have double snipers now, and they're not even going to bother going to lobby. There's too many sight lines. They're just going to sit here and play the spam angles until one of their snipers gets far enough to get a pick. Vol is still peeking under, even though Habib was spamming a lot of donks at him. He's really playing in the danger zone, but if Habib peeks at the wrong time, he could get a pig pick. But not that time. It's just too risky to pick that angle with the loose cannon. You can just go down super easy. And High Five is going to peek in and take down Vol there, getting the better of that sniper exchange. And it looks like Not Fast Food are going to move in. High Five getting some shots onto the medic, but he can't connect with Matt's head. But he does have a lot of room here to snipe. He's way out in lobby. He's got sight of the train, but Matt B is smartly holding back. Looks like actually Train able to pick off Zilly. Zilly got in, I believe, from Cheese, going in to maybe get some sacking, but he just couldn't find anything, got caught out by Train in the back, and now we're going to have another reset, as looks like Bird Noises are going to move into the lobby now. Oh, Matt eats a dog, but he doesn't. Well, I think he only got hit with the first hit of it, as the Uber from Bird Noises comes in, but the stickies are going to blow Matt back into the shutter, and half this Uber's pretty much been wasted. They aren't able to do anything. They're going to have to back out. The Sentry, just too much of a problem for them with only basically half of the Uber to do anything with. And Train is going to go down as well, and now Not Fast Food has a full Uber ad.
Habib did a great job with that sticky trap. He did it the last time too. He was able to knock the scout out of the way in that Uber. We are going to see a force come out from Zilly, or not Zilly, Hellbent. Force did go off, and now with that 50 advantage, and only Zilly playing really aggressive right now in the window, he's going to back off smartly, wisely, as you will. They're not going to find any opportunities to do anything here. They're probably going to have to hold, maybe get a force, but with 60, 50 advantage, it's not going to be enough to hold.
Yeah, looks like Bernois is just holding back on mid right now. They get the defensive stickies up on the box. The donk spam is coming in from Habib into these spam lanes. But Bernois does have a decent Uber advantage, about 30%. If they want to move on it, they got to start going now. And it does look like they are going to try to move in through lower. Train shooting down these stickies, but the dogs are going to come in. Habib takes down Train super early, but it looks like Bernois is already too far in. They have to commit to this as the scout van just rushing in, trying to get anything done. They do pick up Sen, and they do get the force, as Matt B is going to have a lot better of an Uber here. The Uber does come out. They did lose Hellbent for that force, but they're going to be able to push out Not Fast Food to second here. And they do catch out bot mode too on the backside. High Five is in too, and he gets taken down by Van, and the Soldier Bomb comes in, takes Zilly able to take down Matt B and Psy. He is going to go down, but that's going to save this round here for Not Fast Food, as it is only a 3-2, and Ictus is going to have a decent-sized Uber ad.
Yeah, actually, even with that 50 disadvantage, Ictus was able to get that Uber in time, but unfortunately all the frags came out of their favor post-Uber, but then Zilly salvaged it. What a swing of events to bring us down, and actually Ictus is running out with his demo and scout onto the point. His soldier and scout are finally going to meet up. Everyone's on second, they're going to get that cap, and the rest of Bernois are holding in Saw. Some people also in the lower area.
Hellbent is hiding in the corner here behind the boxes on the entrance to Saw. He could get something big here as High Five has it spotted him. He's going for the jump on Ictus. He hits one rocket, he misses the second, but he hits the third, and he's going to be able to take down Ictus and erase that Uber ad. Matt B now at 70%. Bernois is going to have to back off at least and hold in their Saw, but they're going to be able to refight mid once they get this Uber. But they're just going to have to back out for the moment. Zilly is in. He's not able to take down Matt, though, and Matt's at 95%, and Ictus still isn't up. They're going to be able to get their spawn in Hellbent and push this straight in. Vol and company moving in from the catwalk, but the donk takes down Habib. Habib takes down Van with the donk, but it looks like Bernois is going to be able to take this push into mid anyways. High Five comes in. He does take down Psy, and the Uber is forced. That's a huge pick. Bernois is going to be able to pick up this mid, but they also have bot mode behind. They do clean him up, but it's now 4v4 and no demo for Bernois. They're going to be able to get mid, but really not anything else.
That was just kind of weird. I don't know. It was like they got frags and then they tried to walk forward. Then they had to use, and now it's even Ubers. You do see a nice bomb from Zilly doing so much damage onto Matt B. Matt B's going to get taken down, and Zilly's actually going to make a quick escape. Another soldier gets picked up. That's 3 down. They're all backing out of mid. Psy's putting up sticky traps, and they're getting out, trying to do any kind of thing they can do for holding mid.
Yeah, it was just 3 up for Bernois right now. They're going to have to concede this point, as they're just going to get forced out by this height advantage. Matt is up, but that's basically a full Uber ad for Ictus and company right now, and they're still down 1 player. Bernois is, and it looks like they're already starting to move, and they're leaving their scouts to cap. They're coming way into this, moving in through Saw. Ictus is going to be able to... Actually, he doesn't pop his Uber yet. He got spammed out and isn't able to support Zilly, who's coming in on the bomb. The Uber does come out, though, probably a bit scared of those donks as they're moving in through bridge. They do take down Hellbent and Vol on that, but that's really only it. Although both soldiers down is pretty big, especially for the last, like, Snakewater, with all its open air presence, as Zilly is able to move on to the top of the hut, basically uncontested. He does drop down, and High Five does go down as well, so they have to back off. They had the right idea, they just didn't take the height advantage that was really given to them. Bernois is able to fight it off, and now they have a sizable Uber advantage of their own, as Sen is actually hiding above the little catwalk above the door on lower. Let's see if Hellbent can spot him out.
Vol's going to start walking forward, taking this through the battlements area. He is clearing those stickies, but there are no stickies there. Oh, Soldier almost got hair shot over there. Bot mode playing in the
Nobody
yard
sees
now.
Sen. Nobody sees Sen. He's moving into the back cap. Psy has spotted him out though, but he's so weak. He could have just meat shot him. As Sen is on last, he got it so close, but 2 players came back. They actually, Zilly comes in and gets a 3K on that last. What a great play, as the Uber's also forced out of Bernois. Wow, I don't even know how to describe what just happened. Not Fast Food just scattered. And something happened, and now Bernois is left without an Uber and 2 players down.
Matt B almost getting taken out by Zilly there. Surfs the rocket nicely. And they're going to try and contest mid. High Five's going to walk forward with the buff. Sen is going to join him too. With all these heals, I think they're going to actually be able to fight this. We do see Van getting taken down right away from nice rockets from bot mode. And with all this pressure coming from High Five, still sitting on a buff, Psy's going to get taken down. Matt B all alone in the lower area. The force does come off from Ictus. He's going to start sending people in through this yard, try and get some people out. We just see Hellbent grabbing a pack. Might get caught in here. No, he's going to make it out just in time. And the aggression is all in favor of not fast food. If they go right now, they can get it before the spawns come in. And nice rockets onto Hellbent. Hellbent's going to get taken down from a nice bomb from bot mode. The cap is almost in, but nice work from Habib. Able to clean up 3 more frags in the end and get that cap with the help.
Bot mode had a crazy good bomb there. He took out 2 people on the point and basically capped half of it himself. It was a huge factor in just cleaning up that last, because as you said, if the spawns got in, they might have been able to save it, but bot mode just basically erased the spawn advantage with that bomb. So back into the third mid, I think I'm gonna watch Zilly on this mid as he goes up top, gets that little roamer buff from his med, moving on to the left roof. Typical roamer spot. He is going to bomb in. Not really getting anything. He's just swapping over to the right side. And he's not going to be able to find an opening. He does jump full up top, and he's air shot, and Vol's going to take him down. But Vol does go down to a bonk dunk from a beam. Pretty even mid so far, but Ictus actually gets bombed by Hellbent, and he's going to get taken down. Matt is hurt as well, but that's the cleanup coming in. Just bot mode alive, and he's going to go down too. And that's a nearly perfect mid there from Bird Noise. It's only Vol died, and they're just going to roll this straight to last.
Hellbent was the factor there. He got 4 kills in that mid, most of them right at the very end, including the med in the demo.
Yep, looks like not fast food defaulting to those Highlander classes. Sen is up on heavy, bot mode on NG there. Interesting choice in the sniper, but it looks like High Five is going to come up on sniper. So they got the full Prolander setup here as Burnoise is going to look to come in with this full Uber. They have to know they're going to have the sniper, the heavy, the NG, everything, all the dressings, all the trimmings. As it looks like Burnoise is going to move into the right side of the lobby here. They're actually taking a lot of time. You're probably just getting all their people together, getting their buffs. They got a lot of time to work with as they're still at about a 50% Ubrad. They are going to pop in through the right, but a scout gets blasted up by the stickies, and he juggled. Train was juggling all those bullets, but he just couldn't live it through. It just does go down to Van. It looks like the cleanup is going to be in the favor of not fast food, as it's only Psy alive, and he's moving out through lower. Zilly might be able to catch him out. He's only at 139 health, and he's fighting him in yard, but it's like Psy probably going to be able to get out alive. Scouts are chasing him, though. Nah, they're going to let him go.
What a very unfortunate push. Again, Scout getting launched by those stickies of Habib. Getting sent all the way in the corner, getting taken out. And then kind of the flashing just killed the Uber so quickly that Ictus wasn't able to maintain anything. We do see some action going on second here. All the cap going in favor. They have so much time on point. No health on the red team. Habib getting taken down. Bot mode. Zilly. It's all going to hell. And High Five's going to try and come in with 7 HP. Going in super deep. Going to try and take outside, but no, gets taken out. And that's going to be it. Ictus is the only one spawning.
I never count on Ictus. He's a fragger, but yeah, he's not even going to bother. Just stays in spawn, trying to preserve his precious KAB. That's going to be 2-1 for Bird Noises. 2 powerful mids, 2 pretty much clear rolls after what was a pretty shaky first round for them. But now they're going to be able to move into this 4th mid. Who are you going to watch on this mid row?
I want to see some improvement from, I don't know. I want to see Zilly do something. I know we looked at him last mid, but I just want to see Zilly make something happen this mid. He's going to take a nice little buff up top. Sitting at 250, going to go high over the top. Going to kiss a scout on the face, but the trainer's going to take him down right away. But bot mode was the real MVP there, taking out Matt B right away. But no, Ictus is going to get taken down by Van. And now both the scouts are up for Bird Noises. They're just working left and right, front and center, all over the place. It's just Habib over on the shack. He's going to work his way backwards, try and make it into the house. He makes it into the house with the pack. Going to go headfirst into Van, trying to get these stickies out. You can't kill him. Van's going to get it. Very nice mid from Van.
I mean, it was technically possible. All those Bird Noises players were at half health, so really 3 well-placed stickies could have just ended all of them, but Habib just couldn't pull it off, and he's going to die super late, and it's actually still not up. He does come up now, though, so it looks like we're going to see the second stalemate, at least for the moment. Matt does have about a 10% Uber ad, but it's not going to be really anything to work off of. Probably going to see is another stalemate, the classic TF2 stalemate. As it looks like Bird Noises were maybe electing to go lower there for a moment, but they decided better of it.
With only a not a 15 advantage. I was briefly considering the idea that maybe if they pushed hard, they could probably make it happen. But Zilly actually taking a lot of damage. Gonna have to back off, taking a little too much spam in that saw area. And now the Uber is in Mappy's hand. They are probably thinking about moving forward after all that damage they did. If they find another opportunity like that, they need to just go forward. Because a hurt player in Saw backing out is the greatest open door you can have for pushing second.
Vol really wanted to push in. He was standing in the second saw door. He was raring at the, he was chomping at the bit to push in, but he didn't really get the support of his team. As it looks like Birdnoses are now moving into saw. Vol again, he's really raring to go. He knows that the Ubers are even. He wants to get the even fight in, but I don't know, his team just doesn't really want to do anything. I mean, they are up around, so they can just sit here forever, but that's not in the best faith. As it looks like Hellman is going to come in. He misses his jump off the window, and he gets air shot by bot mode. Oh, no. Zilly finishing him off, and that was a disastrous bomb from Hellbent. And there, it looks like Not Fast Food are going to move in here through Saw. Bot mode going out up top, but the sticky trap is going to hit high 5, and that's going to be it. Nope. They are not going to push that at all.
High 5 down is a big thing because this is a great time to push yard, as we do see Bird Noises opting for the yard push. Hopefully they're not going to get forced too early. They are taking a little bit of spam, but nothing too aggressive. That be down to 90 HP. He's going to be sitting pretty fine, but Zilly has a great opportunity right here. If you could just jump over the top, Zilly, stop just spamming, just jump, get in there. One quick bomb over the yard. He's going to get the help of his friends, and they're actually going to pick up Trainer, cut out just a little too far. Sen is going to try and go for it, but no, with his buff now depleted, they're just going to start working their way with heals.
Matt was in the danger zone there, and he actually still is. He's living on 60 health. He's able to regen some of the back, but wow, was it close. And it looks like we have a pause.
Good pause, good pause.
Great pause. Perfect timing. All right, well, now we got some time to talk about this, as both teams do have full Uber. Train is still down, so obviously Not Fast Food are going to be moving in here. Zilly is actually staring right in the face of Hellbent as they are both in the air doing their bicycle kicks. Zilly has shot the first rocket, but it looks like it's probably going to miss or just splash Hellbent. I assume Ictus is going to pop his Uber straight away as he's only at 90 health, and Mappy's probably going to do the same. Mappy isn't actually connected to anyone though. It doesn't look like it. Maybe my game was just messed up and I don't see the heal beam, but he's only at half health and he doesn't have this heal beam on anyone. So Hellbent might go down here unless Matt B is able to flash him just as the Uber comes out. I mean, he is at 191 health, so 2 quick rockets is just bam, bam, see you later. And I mean, we know Zilly is able to do the bam, bam, shoot the floor thing, as he's already done that about 8 billion times this game. Around there, 8 billion.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see Not Fast Food coming out on top of this. I mean, they have the player advantage, and they do have what is starting to look like a positional advantage, as Mappy's not going to be able to pop Zuber on anybody for, like, maybe about a half second, and half seconds are big. Half seconds are important.
I think we underestimate the defensive power that Psy has right now. He's got Kitchen cut off with a sticky trap, and he's in a great position to shoot blind pipes right over the top. Ictus is going to have to force early here because there's sticky on the floor, there's a rocket coming right at him, and there's pipe spam that's going to be coming over the top any minute now.
That is a good point.
This
Rocket
is going to be a force
shot
on Ictus, and then Matt B's going to have to find his dancing shoes and make the best of milking it, because he's in a interesting spot where almost all of his team is keeping him shielded from Zilly to get forward. Once Zilly gets forced here, it's just going to be kind of like, okay, I can jump towards Matt B and maybe force them. But if they play their cards right, Matt B can probably milk this.
I mean, Hellbent is looking right at him, so yep, okay, we got the pause here. Yeah, the Uber is going to come out here from Ictus, and they're going to be able to force the Uber of Bird Noises as well. Zilly's actually in behind here. He's in kitchen. Looks like the demo has spotted him outside, but Van does go down inside. Zilly's coming in. He surfed onto Psy. He didn't quite get the kill, but he did push a lot of Bird Noises back. It looks like Not Fast Food is slowly winning control of this mid as Train was too far in and he's going to go down. Vol is super hurt too. He might actually go down to high 5 here. Who's going deep. He does get Psy. And that's going to be Bird Noises backing out as the pressure comes in from the scout combo of Not Fast Food. They're doing so much damage. Oh my god. They're cleaning up so well. They're going on a tear. Vol goes down. Van is going to go down as well. That is just Matt B up, and that was Sen in high 5 just clicking super hard. And B gets the double sticky trap onto Psy and Trainer. Oh no, it's still just Matt B alive, sitting at last. This is disastrous. Vol is up in forward, but he's definitely not going to peek it. That was an amazing performance there by Sen in high 5. They just ran train on everyone. Just took him to the house. That was amazing.
Juicy fan going on that sniper class. We're not going to be doing much work because they're just going to be pushing the underneath area. It's just going to get juggled a little bit, but flashing everyone in. It's all the aggression on the right side. They're getting so much damage. Van's going to go down right away. The sentry gun's sitting right behind the point, but they don't have the positioning. They backed off. They got the high ground and they backed off. And now the force comes off from Matt. He actually got the Uber in time. He's going to go forward. There's a scout over by the truck. Everyone's all the way in the 30 HP range. Everyone's almost 27 HP. What is happening? But everyone's going to start coming back in. It's just Saigon on the point. He's getting juggled with all this spam. Another scout on the point too. He's just going to sit there. High five going to get... Oh.
Sen Habib able to clean up the scout, and that's going to be tied up 2-2. You know, that was all high five to Sen there. That tear basically took them from their second to last. Just clicking and meat shotting everywhere. And we're going to watch on this mid as it is now tied.
Saigai. Saigai's going to have some opportunity to get some good damage over here. He does see his scout on the left, and Zilly going to go up top as well. He's taking the heals, but no, what a big bomb from pot mode. Bomb was going to take down Matt B right away. Habib pushing forward with the help of High Five and Zilly. They're just going to get everything. Nice little air shot from Zilly. Sen going to clean up Mr. Hellbent, and now it's just Trainer, who's playing in the shack, going to get spiked by Sen and High Five.
Sen and High Five, once again, the only people alive at the end of that push, that mid. Oh my god, they're pushing everything right now. They are the momentum of not fast food right now. Just pushing straight on the second. They're going to force Bird Noises back to their last. They got the sniper. They got the NG. They are stuck in full defensive position. Ictus with pretty much a full Uber ad. Volt coming up on heavy right now. The sentry is, I believe, on level 2, building in the corner. Actually, it's just a baby. Just a little baby 7-person as we have another pause. Oh, boy.
Don't you just love ESEA?
I love player connectivity. But now we got a more chance to talk about this amazing situation, as High Five is currently pistoling nothing, as Hellbent is in position to juggle him in the corner, as we do have the unpause already. Thank Lord Jeebus, who
Gonna be up for the shutter this time. Oh,
and
what a great trap! Oh my goodness.
High Five was looking for it too with his pistol. He couldn't find it inside. Just able to drop it just there. Negates everything. There's the momentum. Just gone. Zip. Done. As Bird Noises are going to move into lobby now. The sentry is still up, interestingly. Maybe they're just going to go anyway. But I would think they would have their scout coming back. As it looks like a soldier is in on last. Zilly is in onto Matt. He got him down to 54 health. But he was not able to clean him up. Matt now sitting at about 90%.
You see Hellbent walking forward, only on 90 HP, clearing out the traps, making his way through cheese. He doesn't spawn anything, so he's letting his team know it's all clear. Van's gonna walk forward with only a tiny bit of a buff. Now he's down to 111 HP. Soldier trying to get onto the point. That's bot mode. Gonna pick up Vol just before getting taken down.
Zilly is on spy.
And Zilly's on spy.
It's interesting because Train is still on NG and the cap is already getting, well, capped. And yeah, he's not gonna be able to get anything. Train, he's going for the sap.
Delay it as long as he can. It is.
Oh, he's not gonna be able to get it.
Sentry does go down. That's actually Hellbent went forward, was able to get Ictus there. And Bomba's gonna get taken down. That's a full wipe. And they're retaking mid with a 50 advantage.
Yeah, Not Fast Food basically sacked everyone there for that play. That was a questionable decision at best. As now Matt B has a full 70% Uber ad, and Ictus isn't even up yet. They're going to have to bail on the second entirely unless Habib gets the most miracle sticky trap in the history of sticky traps, which is entirely possible. But
I wouldn't put it past him.
I would not put it past him as Bird Noises are moving in here. Zilly is in, though. He's gotten a lot of damage, and Matt's going to go down to the pistol from Sam. I believe that was a drop? I'm not quite certain, but Habib is able to take down Train as well. Van is actually in behind, though. He's coming up into lobby. He hasn't been spotted by anybody. He's in onto Ictus. He's got him down to 50 health, and he is going to take him down with a free clean meat shot. He's in onto Habib, too. He's so hurt, but he can't quite finish off Habib. Habib at 7 health there. Still a huge play as Matt B is now up. He's going to have probably about a 30% Uber. Sai is able to pick off Sen as well. So they're going to be able to hold on to this mid soundly as he pipes. Oh my god, Zilly goes down as well.
This is just a swing of momentum killers and big plays, gonna thwart every opportunity to push right now. We do see Ictus sitting with only a 30 at disadvantage right now. They're gonna be playing in the lobby, trying to get some spam out. Habib's actually gonna take a lot of damage. Thankfully, he's gonna make it out alive. If you lose your demo just before the last push, it's ship it, it's over. But we are gonna see a nice little sentry ball right behind the crates, and with a nice 30 ad, we're gonna see the ramp moving into the shutter. Maybe Habib's trap is going to do some work here. They are thinking better of it, clearing the trap a little bit before pushing. But that's only giving more time to their Uber, as we do see the top go off finally. Sentry gun does finally get spotted out. It's taken out right away by Hellbent. All the spam is going out to the heavy now. Bot mode still sitting at a nice amount of health. Everyone's still contesting the point. Habib's going to get a nice 2k between Volt and Saigai. And then Force finally does come off. Habib's going to have to keep an eye on that soldier right behind him. And he's going to grab it right away. It's just Vand, the scout, getting out with Matt B, out through lower towards mid.
Yeah, looks like not fast food actually. You're not gonna push this. Maybe no. They're staying at last. They realize they only had one player advantage, and they're just gonna default back to NG heavy, whatever, what have you. Maybe a defensive spy. Who knows? I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him. Zilly's already gone spy twice now. But it looks like he is building with the equalizer, so high five up back up on Sniper. He was on Sniper before that push started, but he just didn't have the right angle. Couldn't figure out where the push was coming from and couldn't get anything done. I don't think they even saw him at all, but I imagine they'd have to predict he's going to be up on Sniper because he does it a lot. He does it way a lot. A lot. Often.
He did also win the fight against either Vand or Vol. I can't remember. I think it was Vand.
Yeah, it was Vol on Sniper. As looks like Bird Noises are gonna maybe come in here. Hellbent got pretty much just stuffed by a roamer up in the drop down, so he couldn't get anywhere. But it looks like Bird Noises was back into this lobby. Ubers are even, so the ball is in Bird Noises' court right now. I mean, it's 2-2. We're probably at about sitting around maybe 5 minutes left in this half. High Five is actually peeking in really far from left. Nobody was pressuring that at all, and he had a huge sightline. He's actually seeing all the way to the barrels in lobby, and bot mode is there to kill anybody who gets baited in by him. A great play there between the roamer and the sniper to get that pick onto Van. As
Great pick.
Bot mode takes down Hellbent as well. That's 2 for not fast food. High Five looks like he's gonna go back to scout maybe, or maybe he's just gonna swap directions. Yeah, he's just gonna swap angles. Surprised they didn't push there after getting those 2 picks, but
That was the opportunity to push, but bot mode was also on low HP, so he was rotating back to the spawn to fully resupply his health and ammo. So unfortunately, he didn't have the opportunity to take a buff and go right back in there. So High Five's gonna take his spot forward again, try and get those angles. We are gonna see everyone coming in from the lower area, gonna force it off. We've only got like 1 or 2 minutes left, so this is a really crucial push right now. The force does come off from Ictus. He's gonna start taking it towards Habib, who's walking at the people underneath, gonna grab Matt B. But that's not gonna matter when all these frags are going in favor of Bird Noises. But right as I say that, okay, no, they actually do make it to the point, and that's gonna be 3-2.
Scouts went huge on the last fight. Vand, I think, got a 3K, but Bird Noise is able to clutch it out. Don't know how long that was. Let's check the handy dandy ESEA.
We were very close to the match ending there, so that push was all or nothing, for sure.
Looks like it was around 29 minutes. 3-2 half here. Let's see, Van going huge, going 28 and 15 with 211 DPM. But on the other side, not fast food, Habib is going 27 and 12, putting up huge numbers on demo with 258 DPM. Pretty good for demo in what's turned out to be a slower game. So I noticed is Ictus with only 10 Ubers and a drop compared to Matt V's 13-0 perfect record, which is pretty big. 3 less Ubers is a big deal.
Makes a world of difference, but on the other side, we do see that Bird Noise is having a rough time with Vol, sitting at 8 and 18, getting a lot of assists, but 145 DPM. Ugh.
Ooh, that is not the best. High Five actually 12 and 13 on not fast food. Not doing a lot as I thought he would. Sen is kind of picking up the slack with 16 and 13, but so far the scout combo for not fast food has been relatively quiet. compared to Van and Train, who've been lighting it up with 28 and 20 frags respectively. I mean, they did go on that big tear that got Not Fast Food around in a good mid, but they just haven't been showing up as much yet.
The frags are relatively even, only a 5 difference, but there's 2,000 more damage in favor of Not Fast Food, which is expected. You have the top damager in Habib, your pocket's doing more damage than the other pocket, scouts are kind of doing the same damage, Roamer's doing just a little bit less damage. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't make it happen there. Those were pretty even matchups all throughout, and the stats say so.
Yeah, it's just, again, the little things, the little beefs they have on the pushes.
The little wipes
actually,
that happen right
yeah.
before last.
I'm interested that Habib is still on duties. I thought he was just running it to mid, but it looks like he's just going to run it to the whole game, which is definitely interesting. Definitely a lot more mobile of a demo, which is probably letting him get around and get all this damage. And he's not distracted by using pipes at all, ever. Which is honestly pretty good when you have the best weapon game in your hands. Like
yeah, I will say that
Habib
Habib is probably one of the best sticky bomb launcher users I've ever seen. He's incredibly accurate with it, constantly putting out that this way, this way, this way, this way, aiming all their stickies, predicting every single step of the way. Psy Guy opting for, or no, we've changed sides. Habib still going for that. Booties roll out, gonna shoot a sticky right over the top. Pop it a little early, and he does spot out Psy Guy sitting next to the crate. We do see some really big aggression from Hellbent, gonna hide inside the kitchen area, just wait it out. We do see a nice double bomb from the soldiers, Bob Mode and Zilly. They're gonna get so much damage, Bob Mode gonna get taken down, but Mappy is gonna get taken down by Habib's nice little sticky ball, and everything else is going forward. It's just Psy Guy who's gonna get cleaned up by Habib.
Oh, and Habib kills himself with the sticky jump there. Okay. They're still going to be able to take that mid, and probably second as well, as no spawns up for Burnoises until now. That B is going to have a slight Uber ad, just a tiny little one though. It just wasn't healing for a moment. And we're going to see a stalemate at second here. Most of the Not Fast Food is actually way out at mid, so if Burnoises wanted to push this, it looks like they are. They're going to just push straight back out. They're like, you don't got your heals here. You don't got, this ain't your land. As Vol jumps up on the hut, he does get blasted in the air, an air shot by Zilly, I believe. And they're getting a lot of time on this point, though. Train does go down, but they're going to be able to get the recap. Bot Mode is under, spamming some rockets. He does hit Vol, but Van is going to go down. Looks like Not Fast Food is going to want to repush this, as they are up a player, but their health is really bad. It just is, I don't know. He is trying to dole out as much heals as possible, but man, Habib and Bot Mode are really hurt there for the moment. That was pretty scary, but they are able to reclaim second.
Yeah, they didn't have the health for it, but Bird Noises didn't even have the positioning for it. They were all the way on bats, and that's the perfect place to get stuffed, especially when you've got all that momentum coming across the point. You don't want to be on bats unless you want to contest it fully. So Bird Noises were forced out there. Now the Ubers are even. We do see high five on that scout, or high five on that sniper. Going to be going up against Van very shortly. Van watching through the train. High five's going to briefly look into his sight line, walk onto the ramp, and Van's going to back off.
Interesting. Not willing to challenge that. Ooh, he does. Somebody got a headshot though. High five does get the kill onto Hellbent as they trade. I believe he got a headshot and then a body shot. Yeah, High five not happy about that. Looks like Not Fast Food are gonna bomb in their roamer here and follow him up. Oh, he hits a nice air shot onto Psy, but he isn't able to finish off the kill. So Bot Mode going to go down there. High five coming back out on Sniper again, and they're going to reset. Bot Mode not happy about that in chat, but you know, them's the breaks. Band coming back onto Scout, and the sticky jump does take down Train. Habib able to pick up that nice frag. As Uber's actually coming out of Victus in lobby here, they're not able to get the force out of Bird Noises, who have kited it all the way back to last. But oh, high five! Gets the headshot onto Matt, gonna drop him, and he's gonna live too. He's pulled a lot of people from Bird Noises to the left side. Sai is gonna get caught in here. He goes down. That's the two most crucial picks, as they do find a sentry. Sen able to find it with his face, actually, and it's gonna go down, but not before claiming Sen. As it's a 3v5 right now. Ooh, high five! It's a nice headshot onto Helmet. It's just Train alive in the 1v4, and he's gonna go down as well. Not Fast Food coming out, gonna tie it up.
3-3. Really great opportunity there. High Five was able to get that shot while they were distracted with, oh, they used Uber, they're coming in through the shutter. High Five just walks forward and says, oh, hey, look, I see a medic. Let me send you some love.
I'm gonna click your head there. And speaking of high five, I'm gonna watch him on this middle here. He's moving up to the left, but pistoling some pistols on a train. Not really doing anything. His health bar ain't going down at all. But he's gonna be able to support his soldier. His high five is gonna come in, take down train. Matt B does go down as well to the 6 from Habib. But the picks are overall in favor of Bird Noise right now, as Ictus is going to be able to get out, I believe. Yeah, he's way back at last. High Five was in distracting a lot of the Bird Noises players, so they're going to be able to get out with a 50% Uber ad, but it looks like Bird Noises are probably going to be able to at least try to attack too, as the spawns for Not Fast Food aren't up until now.
Oh, what a nice little bomb for bot mode. Gonna try and take that scout out. He does grab it, but Vol's gonna clean him up really quickly. And I think they're kind of priced in to just commit to this. They do have the heals, and they're going to start recapping right away. Everyone else is trapped in Saw, so he's going to try and find his way through the window, but misses his opportunity. And the window is shut in his face as he jumps back, crying himself to sleep for not jumping through a window safely.
Yeah, Bruno this is backed up to mid a long time ago. Ictus does have his Uber, but so does Matt. As they're going to move in here through the Saw, the Uber does come out. Matt is going to be able to pop his off, and they're going to have a way better Uber. Vol is juggling Zilly up here. He's actually going to chase him up into Saw, and he's going to get taken down by Train. And Vol is able to open this up into Saw. He does take down 10 with the help of Hellbent, but they're going to lose Train. They do have a player ad, and it looks like they're going to try to move in here through the window. Spamming up to bot mode up on the pipe is definitely a huge threat with he's just got so much jurisdiction over this point. When you're up on the pipe, you can just jump anywhere. But he is going to get forced off the pipe, and Bird Noises are able to take this pretty non-violently, to be honest. And then actually in lower, he does get taken down by High Five, and the bomb from Hellbent is able to take down bot mode.
Yeah, bot mode was trying to sneak in through cheese. He got caught between a rock and a hard place, as they say.
Looks like Sen is up on heavy here, so Fast Food just gonna forfeit second for now. High Five coming up on NG. They're willing to just stalemate it out. I mean, it is 3-3. They aren't gonna let any round slip through their fingers now. As looks like Van is up on the Clickhead New Zealand man, poking in through the left side here onto. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe he's looking for the inevitable High Five sniper, but High Five is on MG for once. They're mixing it up. As Van's going to creep into lobby here.
Van's actually in a really rough spot. He's got no support, really. He's just kind of sitting in cheese, waiting for a decision. He's keeping an eye on that shutter, trying to get a nice little shot onto Zilly, who is going to be peeking through that drop-down area. If Zilly crouches once, he's just going to take a nice little headshot. But now with a little support from his team, he's going to start peeking through this left side, going to go over the top, try and see that soldier on the top. Bot mode going to not get taken out. Keep the spam up, keep the pressure up. And now Van is rotated to the lower. He's got a nice little sideline here, but Zilly's not going to let it happen. He's going to walk forward, get the kill. And now it's time for Zilly to flank. He goes up the ramp, but does not find it. He does go back down and find himself a nice little Hellbent, who gets headshot by Sen, actually.
Yeah, Sen came up on Sniper for that one pick. He's coming back to Scout. High Five actually still on MG, interesting. They do have one pick, but bot mode goes down immediately to Vol, and that's going to stunt the push. It's actually still in there, and yeah, they are going to force this as Train goes down. They're going to be able to try and catch the second. They're pretty much even, but the positioning for Bird Noises is pretty bad. They got locked out pretty hard. To be able to just basically control the whole flow of that second fight with just stickies and donk. Interestingly, he is back on donk again and no boogies. I don't know. Maybe he's feeling just on the offense. He needs that donking capability to scare Bird Noises into maybe playing a little bit more defensively. Honestly, it is definitely a factor. No drops from any of the donks yet. I think he's just gotten mostly scouts, but the threat is ever present with that terrible dumb weapon. Speaking for medic mains everywhere.
When you know all the I don't know what to call it, the event horizon, you could say, of the black hole, of what is called the loose cannon. When you know that range, all you have to do is sit in one spot and just throw it. Throw it right in there, and the sweet spot for Saw is pretty much right on the pack.
Train
towards that little
is up on Sniper, though. He's peeking out of a window. They definitely know he's there. There was a scout up on the fence looking at him and shooting at him. But he's actually on Cozy Camper, so he's got that health regen. And no flinch on the scope, too, which is interesting. They honestly could just send him... Oh, he gets a nice shot and a High Five there in the window. And he's honestly, with Cozy Camper and the no flinch, he could just like walk out into spam and just get the crazy shot on the med. But high five WTF in chat as Trainer's moving in through lower here. The Uber does come out of map, and they are going to lose Hellbent as well, but Zilly's going to go down as well. It just did pop his Uber too. It was a little bit of an Uber exchange there, and Saw. Bird Noises are going to move back in. High five. Trainer's getting pressured a bit in yard, but Sai is going to be able to come in and take down Sen. And Not Fast Food is going to have to move out here, at least for the moment. They kind of got pinched, but they are able to move out back into lobby and pretty much just live. Really no frags exchange. Sen did kind of get bopped there in the beginning, but he's going to be back up soon. And he is back up on Sniper, fighting the essential train Sniper, who's actually sitting up on the hut there. I don't know how he got on there. Maybe he jumped from window onto the fence, but that is a very good sniping position now that I think about it. You can see all the way to the left side. Oh yeah, there are also those little boxes you can hop on too. I'm dumb. He actually does move down to lower. Him and Center looking right at each other. He hits a nice body shot onto him, but he's not able to get the kill, and Sen's gonna get healed right back up by Ictus. And we're gonna see another super classic stalemate.
This is what Snakewater is known for. There's just no opportunities. We just see a nice frag from Sen onto Trainer. That's gonna make it harder for Bird Noises to do anything, as we actually do see Bird Noises actually grabs Zilly before Hellbent tries to go forward again and gets taken out by Sen. Sen is just holding down the line right now. Doesn't even care that he's almost all alone. Finally, bot mode and Habib join him for a little sniping action. Maybe if they walk forward, they can pretty much force them out. Oh, what a body shot
onto Matt B. That is huge right now. That's going to open up so much, as now High Five and company are definitely looking to mobilize here. Train is still up on Sniper, and he's playing back pretty defensively. He is going to be able to just spot the tippy top of Ictus' head here. He sees the heal beam. He's looking for it, and he's going to fight him and gets the headshot onto Ictus. And that is huge, huger than huge. As Vol is coming into lobby, he's hit down with even Sen. This is a huge cleanup right now. Bird Noise is up 4-3. Vol is actually on last, but he's not going to... actually, does take down bot mode. Oh my gosh. My brains are scrambled.
Did a great thing right there. He distracted them entirely. He jumped in, forced them all the way towards the point, and then jumped out. Zilly's going to jump in quickly, knock Saga into the air, and take him out with a nice little mini air shot. But, wow, just a really great exchange in this lobby right now. Hellbent's going to get so much damage out, but he's going to get taken down by Sen. And now the rest of Not Fast Food are going to be taking this point pretty much uncontested. Trainer gets taken down by the loose cannon. And it's just the respawns of Matt B, Saigai, Vol, and Van on mid.
Yeah, Train still down right now, so maybe Not Fast Food is gonna maybe try to do something. It looks like they're trying to move in through lower. Habib is pressing the issue. Ictus and company moving in through, so actually gonna go out up top, it looks like. Vol definitely saw him, and yeah, they're gonna have to rotate back out. Ubers are actually dead even at... Actually, Ictus now building a bit better. But they were dead even for a moment. And there's not going to be that much of an advantage to work off of, and probably going to gear up for a sack soon, or just going to go straight in. Mappy is actually in a really good position to get forced from lower. There's really nobody there kind of watching that little bridge area. All it is side. Probably watching a sticky trap, but somebody could definitely get in through kitchen and just two-shot him and get that Uber forced. As they're trying to push the issue in Sai spamming those pipes, but really not get anything.
It's just kind of not much you can do. I mean, we're at the crunch time. This is the second half. We're only about maybe 20 minutes left, maybe 15 minutes left going into this half, and it's tied up. You just want to play it safe. Wait for them to make the mistake. You're on defense. You have the advantage. Even bot mode is taunting right now, saying yawn in chat, coaxing a bomb from Hellbent, and then it does work. Hellbent's going to walk forward and get mulched right away. So he's going to start heading this push through the saw. He's clearing these traps one by one. Takes a nice little trap from Mr. Saigai, and he's going to get taken down. That's going to halt this push entirely.
The chat meta is real there. Almost immediately after Bobbo said that, Hellbent just decided like, heck it, man, I'm going to go bomb. And then, well, if Zilly didn't die there, that would have actually been like a really smart play, because then they'll be able to go in. High Five does take down Van here, and that may prompt a push from No Fast Food, who are moving into Saw. Oh, it's actually pretty hurt. He does get an arrow there, and they are going to be able to move into Saw. Botmo taking a lot of spam, though, from Pipes. Pipes especially, as they're moving in here. Vol's going to go down to high five, who's up top. He's going to get traded for with Train, but it looks like Botmo and company are going to be able to clean off this mid. Pretty much uncontested, no Uber burst or anything. They do pick up Hellbent on the backside of it, too, so that's no soldiers there for Bird Noises. And now the skies are not fast foods, at least for the moment.
Zilly's going to be walking forward with Ictus, the rest of his team finally meeting up with him out of the Saw. So he's going to go really aggressive into the lobby, get the force out, which is really good. And now, Ictus just needs to play all the way in Saw. They need to start going forward. They need to draw them closer, but they're going to opt to get the numbers before pushing this. They do have advantage, but they've only got another 30 seconds to make something happen. Clearly that's going to happen with only 9 seconds left on Mr. Zilly catching up to the front lines. And they'll be ready to go any minute now.
Yeah, Train is actually already way back from last building a sentry, so it looks like it's in Berno's intention to just get the force and get out of there. Vol is playing up on the fence. He actually, Ictus gets knocked down to 60 health. I don't think Vol knows that, though, as he backs off. It does look like the force does get taken out of Ictus by Hellbent, so maybe it was just Hellbent deciding to do it. Maybe it was in a better position. But they're going to be able to get the force, and the sentry is there, going to be able to lock out members of Not Fast Food from maybe aggressing a little bit. But they're going to be able to at least claim a lobby for the moment. Actually, Not Fast Food holding way back out by the hut, maybe anticipating some sort of bomb from Bird Noises. But it looks like they're content to just run their NG, and now they have their Brad, they're going to move into lobby.
Yeah, this advantage is only going to be lasting for another 8 seconds. As you do see Ictus at 80%. It's not going to be very long. They got to decide now. They're clearing out the battlements. There is still a sticky trap. It's not going to be good enough. He does clear it out. Habib throwing out some nice spam. Going to force that Uber. Nappy so low. Finally gets forced with a little help from bot mode, who is also going to meet up with his medic. Ictus ready to surf this. He takes a rocket to the face. But now just a nice little Uber push into the lobby. Catch anyone who's still hanging on. And they're going to go around the corner. They do spot the dispenser, and the sentry's probably going to go down right away. Gun does go down finally. And with that NG up all the way in the corner, he's going to get taken down from nice spam from Zilly. He's going to go across the top, try and get some damage onto the combo. There's so much time on point. That's going to be 4-3.
4-3 for Not Fast Food there with the 2-0 half. Coming out pretty domineering in that first round. They took a little bit longer to take it in this time. We have 13:38 left in this half, so it's definitely possible for Bird Noises to mount the comeback, but they need to start with this mid. They need something dominating. They need something big. And I'm going to have to watch Hellbent, the playmaker, as some call him, as he jumps into kitchen and he meets up with fellow roamer bot mode, and he gets taken down by Sen, and so goes Vol. No soldiers on the spid. That's pretty much instant loss. Matt goes down. Vand also down, and that is the mid that Bird Noises needed out of Not Fast Food. Train is actually still in here. He's getting a lot of damage, but he's going to go down to Sen.
Once again, we do see that Ictus and the scouts stay alive. This is a really important part about Snakewater mid fights. If your scouts are still alive and taking all that extra health, they can just crush post mid fight. Got that little edge where it's like, oh, we're still committed, but we're all the way on the bottom of the hill. This tiny little incline near our saw, and then the scouts just take all they want. Heals on scouts on Snakewater, it's the secret, people.
Well, Bird Noises is on their last legs here, sitting at last 4-3 on game point as Not Fast Food is moving in through lower. Hellbent is up on Sniper, but the Uber is just going to come straight in through Ictus. Matt only 50%. They're going to be able to take on that sentry relatively quickly. And Sen is pushing everybody into spawn. There's nobody onto this point. Vol's going to go down, and their spawns are coming back in, though. And the cleanup is huge, but they don't get onto the point.
Bot mode with a 2K right at the end. It is 5-3. You won the prediction round for round 1.
Yeah, that was a great Uber there out of Ictus and Sen. Sen just pushing everybody into spawn. They were able to rotate out to the right spawn, but they weren't able to get on the point in time, and that's going to close out this game 5-3 for Not Fast Food, continuing their streak of being of unbeaten games against Bird Noises. I gotta look at these stats. I gotta see who shined. No doubt in my mind, Habib went huge. Assassin.
The real question is who improved.
Top fragging in the server, 38-16 with 253 DPM. High five and Sen. definitely also came out of their shells. High Five going 27-19, and Sen going 29-19.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard, not the scoreboard, the stats page, you see everyone on Not Fast Food improved to 10,000 DPM. And the
10,000 DPM?
not DPM, 10,000
Whoa.
damage. It's late. I apologize.
That's a lot
Everyone
of damage.
has over 10,000 damage going into the second half, finishing it off. That's just science.
The control point is being
It's just science, and the frag disparity is a lot bigger this time for Not Fast Food. Going up 16 frags to Bird Noises. And really, it was the momentum swing. Habib also definitely came out pretty big. He basically maintained top fragging on his team throughout the entire game and came out with 9 more frags than anybody else on his team. He's definitely been playing huge right now. Actually, with 4 medic picks leading his team, only Van has more. By the way, Van and Train still ending out with some pretty good games. Van going 33-28 and Train going 30-28. Talbot actually improving as well, going 30-30, but Vol is still on the bottom, 13-26 with 173 DPM. That's just not something you want to see on Pocket, as he's taken pretty much half the heals of his team.
Right. I don't know.
always thought Vol was the roamer. I don't know why he's playing Pocket on this team. He always seemed like a really smart roamer. He knew what to do, but now he's kind of leashed to that mid, and he's not able to make these big plays. I realized I thought they had Hellbent on Pocket. Maybe this is a recent swap, but I don't feel like it's working for them.
Right. I'm going to be bringing in our good boy, Deer. He's going to give us some input and be taking over for me in the second map. And if we go to a third map, I'll be back with Deer for the final map.
Hello,
Deer,
Hello,
give us your
dear
thoughts
friend.
on what you thought about that match. Who did you watch? Who did you keep an eye on? Who impressed you?
I think overall, I free camped for most of the match. I do that with most matches, but I think just looking at team dynamics, something that I noticed is that Not Fast Food, we looked at one of their matches last week and casted that, and a similar thing happened where they had kind of a slow start. The first half took a really long time, and it was a tied 3-3, and then towards the end of the game, they really picked up their speed. So I don't know if it's coincidence, but they've really been doing good things in the late game, which is pretty neat. And I think they're also a lot better than Burn Noises at clumping up during transitions and moving around. Just one thing on mids that seemed to be common, though, is that Ictus, scouts weren't that close to him at the end of the mid fight, so he would usually be susceptible to bombs, and Hellbent was able to get some nice med picks there. But yeah, I think that towards the end of the game, Not Fast Food, as they did last week, were able to really bounce back and, I guess, kind of download the other team and do their thing.
Yeah, it looks like the second map is going to be Goalie Wash. It's going to be me and Deer talking video games with you. Looks like the SDV isn't up, so maybe we want to throw it to a quick break while we wait for the gamers to accumulate in the server.
Yep, sounds good. Hello, 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 and we are back. This is going to be map 2 of this best of 3. You've got Bird Noises versus Not Fast Food, and this is the ESEA Intermediate Playoff. So on map 1, Not Fast Food won on Snakewater 5-3, and so now we're moving on to Gully Wash. So how do you feel about this matchup on this map, Flatline?
I feel like Burnoise's greatest strength is their stalemates, and Gully Wash is definitely a map known for stalemates. It seems like Not Fast Food has been the only team so far able to just crack the code, so to speak, and they're able to just make the game a lot faster than Burnoise's would like it to be. And I feel like a map on Gully is able to be really stalematey, but you can also roll it really fast. I mean, the greatest push in history was the TCM push from last to last 1 minute on Gully Wash. So this map has definitely the ability to go really fast. And I feel like if Not Fast Food are able to find that key and just keep abusing it, they're going to be able to roll this map super quickly. And I feel like it's definitely in their ability to do that.
Yeah, definitely. I think I also have a lot of faith in Not Fast Food on this map since they've proved to be a really strong team. I think they're already up, so things should be getting going in a second. But Gully Wash, a lot of the times, hinges on the mids. Like, you said, it could be a slow map, and sometimes you can roll things a lot fast. But if they wipe the other team on mid, or if they just win the mid convincingly in any sort of way, that could easily be a second point, then lobby presence, and then a successful last push. So rounds can go by really quickly if things go one team's way on a mid. But things can also get halted on second pretty easily on Gully Wash, so we'll see how things play out here. I think also something to keep in mind is that with the mid that's not as wide open as Snakewater, with the kind of things are more hourglass shaped here, I think that there should be less death on Ictus' side this time, since less soldiers can just kind of like sneak around and then bomb him late mid without scouts being there to keep him safe, but we'll see.
See how Ictus does. I believe one of the maps that Not Fast Food beat Burnoise on in the regular season was Gully. I think the other one was Granary. I don't know. Let me go check. I will go find this fact. Yes, they beat them. Not Fast Food, Burnoises. They beat them on Granary and Granary twice.
Oh my.
Interesting.
So we know that they are very good at playing Granary against Bird Noises. That's revealing.
Well, Granary is also another really slow map that can go super fast if you get enough of momentum. So I feel like they might be able to apply the same principles here, as it looks like we are going live eventually, maybe. Yep, okay, there we go. Some of the people were just invisible. But we are going to get the classic 3 bait rollouts before the real one from ESEA. And I'm going to take this first mid, and I think I'm going to watch Fan on this mid as he rolls out. The super hard scout rollout, lots of tech, you gotta walk forward, and then you have to point your gun at people and then shoot. It's really hard. As he moves up to the right, and wow, Sai able to just sticky off the beam, takes him out immediately, non-factor in this mid, and that should be really just them moving out already. But the huge bomb from bot mode comes in, he gets Train and Matt, and it looks like this mid is coming back into the favor of Bird Noises, maybe? But they're all super hurt. And yeah, Sai's actually going to go down. And wow, after what started off disastrously for Habib, he's actually going to be able to come back in and get revenge on Sai, who killed him. And what a turn of events there. That looked like an awful start there out of Not Fast Food, but they were able to come back and pick up that mid.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the weirdest mids I've seen in a while, and I guess it's not really over yet since the blue team is coming back in to re-engage. We've got Hellbent down to pretty red health, and the high ground is almost entirely in position to Bird Noise. This sounds like that the red players are jumping up in there. We've got soldiers flying in the air above the nipple. It looks like Hellbent and bot mode both traded over there on the choke side, so I think after what was a weird series of 2 mids in a row, Not Fast Food is able to take this with one player staying on that point, and the rest of them are moving forward to keep this momentum up. We've got High Five already up top with Zilly up top as well, so I think Not Fast Food kind of got the better of that really weird scenario.
Yeah, that was definitely very odd, but looks like they're going to be able to roll us into River. Matt is just about to be up on his Uber, but Band is just the spawn. Train is up on that NG, and Band's actually coming up on Sniper. He's really not going to be useful in here as the Uber comes out. Train's sentry is going to go down, but looks like Lips and company are just going to have to roll back out into River. Looks like Sen is hiding in water, though. There are 2 people, though. Sen's actually going to rush Vol in water, but he's not going to be able to get it. Soldier with high advantage buff, please.
And that Uber exchange also wasn't really the worst thing ever. Not Fast Food kind of slowed in there. They took care of the sentry, and they managed to not lose a single player. And they did it once got kind of stuck in water for a while. And oh, high five actually, and he trades with, I think that's Hellbent there. So Roamer and Scout down for each side. Not too much happening. Still around even Ubers. The Ictus has been building a bit better than Matt B. But yeah, that Uber exchange didn't really result in too much change. But what's important is that not too much bad happened in ways of Not Fast Food. So they're able to just kind of hold and set up for a new push. And we have Train and High Five both on Sniper now.
Ooh, the classic Train High Five sniper duel. Let's see what happens this time. I believe High Five has gotten the better of Train twice now. I don't know. We've had like 6 people go Sniper this game. It's tough to keep track of them all. As he is looking into River, Train is he's actually sees High Five, but he's actually going to rotate through spawn. Actually, very smart play. But High Five is going to back off for the moment, so he's not able to surprise his Sniper contrary.
Yeah, and as we were talking about earlier with Gullywash having a tendency to slow down, this last is kind of not the easiest one for snipers to get super great shots into, but as I say that, Helmet taken out by High Five there, so that one pick is actually going to cue some sort of a push. It looks like Ictus is taking Zilly down into water. We might see a solo Uber up onto this point, and only Vol is there to support it, so if he gets bullied off of this point, this could be bad news. Uber actually does get popped out though, since Vol just had to shoot some rockets downwards to get some damage out there, and this might not be the best thing for Not Fast Food. The rest of their players are stuck in River. We have bot mode going down. I didn't actually see what happened there, but I see Hellbent in behind, jumping up towards a mass of red players, actually able to take out Ictus there on Riverside, so that's going to be amazing for Bird Noises. And oh my god, the rest of them are just falling left and right. We have 3 players down for Bird Noises. We've got Habib in the red, and we have Sen nowhere to be seen, so that push from water really didn't work out very well. Since they had to pop early, things just kind of went awfully, and now we've got Bird Noises riding their way from momentum into mid, hopefully now.
Yeah, Ictus just spawned up now, so that's going to have a big 60% Uber ad. Not Fast Food not really going to be able to challenge this at all. Their heals are in choke, but Bird Noises have pretty much already locked them out. This is going to be
something to keep in mind though, bot mode actually under the point forward spot gets the bomb with the Matt B.
Wow. Did he come from drop down? I believe
He was in
so.
the forward spawn.
Oh, he was in the forward spawn. Wow, the full forward spawn, like the one on mid.
Yep.
That was, wow, what a great play from him. Habib actually getting rushed here by Van. He's swinging out the scouts with the skull cutter. He's running away, but he's going to get taken down. Overall, though, it's going to be a fight in favor of Not Fast Food. The big bomb there from bot mode, able to cut off the aggression out of Bird Noises. And now Ictus is going to be on the preferable side of the grid advantages with about 70-60% of an advantage here. Van is still down. And it looks like Not Fast Food and Company are going to be looking to move in here for choke. Vol was actually up top, but he did get spotted out, and he's going to be able to get out pretty cleanly as Not Fast Food has basically just locked out the second completely. It's tough to fight the second when you're already locked into Shutter, and Bird Noises aren't even going to bother doing it.
Definitely.
High Five does go down, though, to Hellbent, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think that Bird Noises made a pretty big mistake there, because they did have a time, or a lot of time, where they could have set up on second, and I'm going to stop talking about that right now. I'm talking about this Uber onto last wave post soldiers jumping on a point right away with Ictus flashing his players left and right, but it looks like Zilly and Sen are both going down. Matt B did get picked off, though, in the midst of that by bot mode, but more plays from Not Fast Food just falling left and right. We only have High Five alive. He was a respawner, so he might be able to hide and do something cheeky, but that last push, I think they kind of rushed things a little bit there. Matt B going down is actually going to be really good in terms of not having that big of an Uber disadvantage. So yeah, Bird Noise is able to push out a last again. So we've seen 2 last push attempts so far by Not Fast Food. Probably not the highest of spirits right now since they've flubbed those 2 pushes. And Bird Noise is probably feeling good about themselves. We have Sen on Sniper right now too.
Ooh, interesting. Ubers are going to be pretty much even, so they are going to need something to break this stalemate. And let's see where he's peeking from. He's actually, I believe he's in the forward spawn here, waiting. Oh yeah, he's in the full forward spawn. He does peek out, though. He is consigned to his sniper role now. He's having an eternal battle, but he is going to come up on Sniper, sitting back on their side of choke, just waiting for anybody to overextend on the flank, because it looks like Hellbent is pretty close. He's itching. He's itching back in lobby, really wants to go in, and Sen is peeking really far right now.
Yeah, I think that Sen right now not really getting spammed out, so he's kind of got Big Door all to himself. The scout's baiting for him. We have Trainer trying to peek there. Does not get picked off by Sen, and I think most of the red team has actually moved there to support their sniper, bringing their heals into the lower lobby area. We do have Zilly going down with Hellbent, so we've got Soldier Straight in there, and no Uber's popped off yet. That's another pick in favor of Not Fast Food, so this should cue momentum, but Zilly actually forced off there, and Big Door may be able to hold that Uber a bit longer. He wasn't the lowest health when he popped, but that's going to be a better Uber in favor of Bird Noises, so if they're able to collapse on Not Fast Food here, they can get some stuff going. But as I say that, Not Fast Food efficient at backing out and then picking up Vol, who overextended just a tiny bit there, so they might be able to run Bird Noises at a second again like they did last time.
Yeah, looks like they are going to be able to just basically suffocate Bird Noises, cut them off from second. Again, it's so hard to fight this when you're stuck back in lobby because there's just stickies, and most of the time the other team has height advantage and everything. And Bird Noises are going to have to back out to last with their even Uber. Sen still on Sniper, has not died yet, and he's going to have a huge sightline in River here to abuse. Pyro is actually up on Train, so they're expecting the Uber to come out relatively soon, but it looks like High Five and company really want to just stalemate this if they've got Sen up on Sniper.
Yep, and with Sen on Sniper, they don't really have to send anyone in for a sack. Just one thing about this class on Gully Wash in particular, I was kind of mentioning this earlier, I don't think it's sometimes not the best thing to have, and Sen actually does get spammed out really well there on River, so he goes down, and a counter-sack in the form of Van goes down as well. That was maybe more him being in a poor position than counter-sacking, but yeah, I think that sometimes maybe heavy, like an aggressive heavy or a pyro sometimes are a better off-class to choose than Sniper for some sort of more calculated plays. And High Five does go down as well. I don't know if that was another sack, but we have Van up on Sniper now, so we'll see what happens here. And Train running in for the counter sack.
Sen stayed up on Sniper as well. He's just really determined in doing this, and he's actually into lobby. There's a Soldier Vol peeking in. He could have gotten the shot on him, but he got blasted back by, I believe, some sort of donk from Habib. They did catch the second glance of Sen on Sniper. He's actually getting rushed by a scout there, but he is able to back out. So they know Sen's still on Sniper, and they're not going to give him any room here. He is peeking into River, but the Pyro of Train is still there, still spamming River at all times. He is peeking, though, and he got a shot on the helmet, but he couldn't quite get it. That would have been the biggest pick, but it would definitely open something. But it looks like, oh, wow. Scout just ran under, High Five just ran under the point, and the bomb is going to come in here from bot mode, not able to force Matt, though.
Yeah, High Five pulling attention by running through water onto the point there. Those were some kind of unfortunate whiffed rockets from bot mode there. That was a really good opening from Debob Matt B. And we have Bird Noises' combo actually moving through lobby, getting Vol right onto the combo of Not Fast Foods. That Uber's popped off, so no Uber in the favor of them anymore. And Bird Noise is actually in a good position to try and push out. Looks like Zilly's making his way through River, looked like he thought about going to water, just jumping right onto Last. He's probably wanting to get onto Matt B, but the Scout's just destroying his landing and suspending him in the air. Van does get picked off by Sen, though, and Sen is actually taken out in retaliation. But just a reminder that there's a sniper still in play was kind of a frightening thing to keep in mind. Bot mode is actually up on Spy.
Yeah, bot mode is sitting here in secret. The Stickies are on Last, but he is going to snipe him, and he's walking onto the point, and there's nobody there to stop him. Actually, Sai is here, and he is going to be able to take him down just in time, too. Ictus does go down as well from the bomb from Hellbent, but it looks like we have a pause.
Yep,
Sen is actually in wood right now. He's definitely not going to be able to pick up this cap, though, as they have it pretty much stacked, and there's nobody in position to block it. So he's going to be caught out. Ictus still isn't alive. Actually, Sen has some decent positioning. He can run through lobby, and he could sandwich the combo of Burn Noises with the people in choke. It'd be kind of risky, because they still don't have any heals, and if they lose it, they'd probably lose mid. But it would be a pretty big play, as I don't think anybody from Burn Noises is back in second. Either knows that Sen is there, or are running forward fast enough to get to him. But it looks like Sen is just going to go straight into Last, and High Five goes down. The point is actually defended, and Sen is here on Last. He does take down Sai, and he gets the cap. Wow.
Whoa, that was quite the turn of events. I think we kind of both expected things to not really go Sen's way, but the stopping the point there, getting the force off, and then having the cap was just kind of the icing on the cake for Not Fast Food. So, be able to secure this first round. I'm watching Sai do his normal choke rollout to mid right now, and we'll see what happens. I think last time, positional advantage was kind of a weird thing to look at. No Demo's going down super early this time. We have bot mode looking like he wants to go up the drop-down area, and Zilly's initial jump makes it onto the nipple, gets straight onto Vol right away, and he's just kind of hanging around the enemy big door. We have scouts hanging around the nipple, and bot mode's actually coming up from behind, does get the pick onto Hellbent and Matt B. That's going to be a pretty big deal since there's no heals in favor of Bird Noises right now. Not Fast Food, though, has to keep their medic alive. Ictus dancing around, Van trying to get shots off. Van still alive miraculously, pulls out the melee, does get taken out, though, gets sorted down by Sentient. So Ictus, probably his heart rate was through the roof there in that moment with Van kind of dodging everything they were throwing at him, but that's going to be a pretty huge advantage in favor of Not Fast Food. Like we mentioned earlier, with that dominant mid, they're able to just kind of take the second here, so they can just set up to push last, and Trainer already preemptively on Sentry Gun class.
Yep, Sentry Gun class, the best class in the game. It clones itself. But it looks like we do have the offensive heavy here from Zilly. You know, I've definitely seen this on Gully before. It's worked, but I don't know. I don't know about this, but you know, I don't know. It's their game. They can do whatever. As he's sitting here in main, Wisely has not shown his face yet or sent any voice lines or anything. As the Uber does come in here from Lips, as the heavy is going to move into main. They do get one, but the stickies from Sire is destroying everyone, and it's just Sen alive. Where is he? He's in River. He's going to meet up with Train. And he does get a lot of damage onto him, but he's not going to be able to do anything. It looks like that was the time when Ictus timed out, so that was probably unfortunate. Sen is actually hiding here on the little lip in a lobby. He might actually be able to get this depending on which players from Bird Noises are staying at last. Looks like it's just... Oh, no, they have 3 at last. Yeah, they're not going to let this happen. Train does go down, though, and that's going to be second pretty much secured.
Yeah,
and wow, Sai was really deep. Sen's able to pick him off. It looks like he might get Hellbent too. High Five does go down, and Hellbent is going to be able to live at least. But they did get that big pick on Sai, who is still down. But it looks like Zilly went into River to try and retaliate, and he does go down. The Uber is forced here out of Matt B, though, and Botmo goes down as well. It's just going to be 3 up, and Matt B and company just have really, really big numbers. Both the soldiers for Not Fast Food are still down. Oh, but the stickies are able to get Habib. Van was shooting at him, and Train just walked straight into him. So it's going to be an unfortunate last pick.
Ictus. Oh man, that was around the drop down area. Ictus actually not getting picked up there, so no getting the pick onto the medic for Not Fast Food from Bird Noises' roaming soldier. High Five does go down around second, so we do have another fight looking like it wants to happen. Both soldiers kind of jumping in there to engage. Botmo taken out though. The health isn't really the greatest in favor of Not Fast Food, and they are still down 2 players. That is something to keep in mind. And they actually do still need to get the second point, but there is an Uber advantage in Ictus' hands. I don't know if they're going to be able to cap and then be able to make use of this Uber with their whole team to push last. Bird Noises' combo wants to stage some sort of defense in the lobby area, but Vol and Train actually cut off from their medic. This is awful for them. They have terrible health. Train's still stuck behind. They're already in onto last. Matt B is at around 90%. He does get taken out as well, so that's 2 frags in favor of Not Fast Food right now. If they got some prisons on the point, they would definitely be a lot more frightening here on this last push. Zilly does get taken out. Only 2 players up still from Bird Noises to defend this. Van trying to fight on the point, but I don't think that can really stop the massive red players gathered there to cap it. And this is already going a lot faster than the previous map. We've got a 2-0 in favor of Not Fast Food.
Definitely. They're making some dominant statements. 15 and 45 left in this half with 2-0 lead. Looks like Not Fast Food is trying to close this out with a dominant 3-0 half, which just would be a killer to the momentum. But being already down to 12 health here on this mid, gets rushed by 2 scouts, but Train and Van combined are not enough to chip down Habib's health. He does eventually go down to a pipe from Sai, but the bomb from Zilly takes down Matt B, and the heals are out of this. It looks like it's going to be the mid for Not Fast Food, but it's actually pretty close. Hellbent able to take down Zilly, and the bomb here from bot mode. Oh, and wow, Ictus gets the saw onto Sai, which is unbelievable. He lives with now a 62% Uber ad, and it's just Hellbent here kind of toying with the players on Not Fast Food. He is going to have to back out, though, and it's like that's going to be the mid there.
Yeah, Ictus had to back out pretty early because of damage, and then he re-engaged from Big Door. Cyrus tried to take that opportunity to jump in on him and get a frag, but Ictus actually got the best of that exchange. So with that saw and his survivability, there's actually a pretty big Uber advantage in the hands of Not Fast Food. I think they're going to be slowly working their way through choke. Up top actually got cleared out, kind of delayed. Ictus did take a lot of damage from Hellbent falling down onto him there, but the threat of Roamer gone is gone now, and so Bird Noise is still not really too strong on defending second. They do have some players up top now, which is a lot better than before, and they do have a back cap going on, but I think there are more players from Not Fast Food on the second point I think Volt's really trying to stop this, so this might actually go
no.
in favor of Bird Noises. And no, Trainer just gets edged out by the red team. The Uber is forced off though, but with Trainer behind and 3 players down already from Bird Noises, this is actually a pretty bad situation, is what I would say. The Trainer runs back in, gets the pick onto Habib, and Not Fast Food, less confident about holding this lobby here, having their scouts and medic forced back out into second point.
High Five just ran back into lobby though. He got trained. He's on a helmet. He does trade for him on last, and it's Matt B's gonna lose his pocket, and it's just him on the last. He's gonna try to hook up with Van and get out, but Matt actually died super early into that little scrappy fight, which was pretty big. As Bird Noises eventually had to concede, they just couldn't hold up the bodies to keep attacking that second point and get the back cap going. It was a big play there in the beginning by Zilly to take out Matt, basically bombing into his entire team and then just shooting 2 rockets and getting that clickety-click. But the Uber is up for Ictus, and Matt is still only at 70%. The sniper's up from Van. High Five actually runs straight under. He's going into water. He's getting time on the last, but wow! Hellbent just drops down onto him, but he actually cannot stop him from getting a point. High Five delivered 2 great meat shots, and he's able to just cap it completely. No frags exchanged before that point got capped. Matt B died first after the point was capped, and that is a dominant 3-0 half here from Not Fast Food, and Bird Noises is on their last legs.
Yeah, Not Fast Food definitely came into this map ready to win. They've been just kind of pulling out the rounds left and right, and their last pushes have been pretty interesting. Even though they haven't been the most successful some of the times, they've really been smart about focusing on the objective, which is capping the point. They usually run 1 player underneath, they get onto the point, while the Uber comes in as a distraction, and then good things happen for them. So Not Fast Food definitely showing a lot more dominance on this map, and Bird Noises are probably going to take this halftime to try and adjust to what they're doing.
High Five is showing a bit more of his true colors on this map, going 16 and 13 with the top frag in the server. But interestingly, Assassin is just so good at not dying. He's going 12 and 6, a 2.0 KD. And the rest of his team is looking pretty good too. And interestingly, Sen in single-digit frags, the only person on his team with it, but he's still going 9 and 6, which is pretty good. And he looks like he's the cap scout with 11 cap. And Matt with only 5 Ubers to Ictus' 9. Interestingly, Hellbent is doing a lot.
We've actually the second half going live.
Ooh.
So I think I'm going to take a look at one of the soldiers this time. I'm going to see what Hellbent's doing, since he's a player that's usually known for having some fancy jumps, maybe
he's got
fast
300 DPM.
Yeah, and let's see, he takes some early damage on this mid fight, not really able to do too much. Both soldiers flying through the air already, though, for Not Fast Food. Zilly does get taken out, and there's not the best health in the favor of Psy right now. He's actually sitting at 4, and a lot more red players are in the red, so Bird Noise is not really in the most comfortable positions. Van kind of running forward, possibly overextended, not getting picked off, though, by Not Fast Food here. And we just have a lot of fighting around the nipple point, players playing checkers, kind of High Five getting donked right there. And we have Bomba maybe looking to re-engage onto Van. It's really just kind of an awkward mid-fight. I think that the players from Bird Noises have been just kind of running in 1 by 1, but Not Fast Food hasn't really been capitalizing off those overextending as they should have, but Habib gets donked by Sai. That's his second donk in this mid-fight. Can you calm down, Sai? That is ridiculous and quite the weapon, and I think that's going to force Not Fast Food to fall back onto second.
Habib getting a little salty there in chat. Even Demo Main's getting mad at the loose cannon sometimes. I mean, whatever, you may think differently of it. It looks like Bird Noises are finally on the offensive for pretty much the first time this map, really. They haven't won a mid until now. And they're sitting to choke. The Ubers are even, but it looks like Vol wants to take this in. Zilly actually drops down and delivers 2 quick rockets, brings him down to half health, and just stalls the push there for a moment. Sai looking to push with his donk cannon of destruction and disaster and salt. Trying to get something done. I mean, he's made miracles before. He made miracles on that mid. Maybe he's looking for a little bit more of the magic. He doesn't get juggled there by Zilly, but he's able to get out. And looks like we're going to see the stalemate. Woo!
Yep, we just have a setup for stalemate right now. I think Nappy may be rotating his heals down to Big Door. They might want to try and group their team up and then push something out there. And I think High Five actually going to be caught out with the heals from the red team going over there. Van's already behind also, something to keep in mind. I think bot mode does know that he's there, so just having a player behind and people gathered in Big Door. And Ictus actually went down. That was a drop. I missed it. Oh my god. So Ictus being dropped is going to be even more good things in favor of Bird Noises, but they actually have vacated the second point since they did lose 3 players as well.
Yeah, looks like not Fast Food is going to be able to pick up this mid at least for now. Zilly is hiding in drop down. He's looking for the repush from Bird Noises. They're probably going to take it through choke, and if he can get onto Matt B in time, this is going to be huge. It looks like he's actually going to think better of it and go back. Yeah, he just didn't have the time. As looks like Bird Noises are going to elect to push through big door instead.
Yep, and bot mode actually hiding, waiting for them, jumping onto Matt B
Oh,
right
he's on
now,
Matt
and
B,
the
and he
elbow gets the force. Yeah, and bot mode actually may be able to skip out there. No, gets donked again by Sai. Sai just a monster with that weapon, which many people hate a lot. And High Five actually getting caught out in the choke. So this is actually looking awful for Not Fast Food. So I think during that pretty short halftime, Bird Noises has definitely shown that they made some adjustments with a pretty dominant positioning advantage and a second point that should go their way right now.
Is being captured.
Yeah, bot mode was definitely had his sights set on getting that pop out of Matt B, which basically saved them the round for the moment. As looks like Sen is up on Pyro, maybe? Yeah, he's going to stay on it. High Five back up on NG2. They're looking to play uber defensive, even though it just has a little bit of an uber ad, but they're up 3-0, they can afford to do it.
Yeah, and so I think that with this Uber advantage that Ictus has, I don't think they're actually going to try and move out of last since Mappy is approaching Uber as well. They do have some turtle clusters up with High Five on Sentry and Sen on Pyro. And I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen a push from Bird Noises yet, so I'm not really sure what they're going to try and what they default to. They were just kind of putting Mappy in a safe position until they got the Uber at 100%, but they're kind of sitting far back. They're going to need to try and make something happen soon since the ball really is in their court, and they are down 3 rounds right now.
Yeah. I'm waiting for some sort of sack coming out. High Five actually building up a sentry in secret, but let's see what. Oh, Sai's like doing some crazy demo jump. He's jumping around. Ooh, looks like Sai actually has some crazy trap. I believe he's got it on the cone. Hellbent does go down though. I believe one of the force. Van does go down as well. That's 2 down for. I don't really know what they were doing. They actually got a lot of time there on point, but they weren't able to clean it up. Both of Not Fast Food soldiers are sitting back on that point now. I have to find this sticky trap.
Yep, so sending in 2 players for the sack there,
Ooh.
They tried to make a distraction and get some time into the point, and with those 2 sacks, I thought that maybe Not Fast Food would try and inch their way out. The force didn't come off, but it looks like they're just going to be content to sit on last. They do have a sniper now, in addition to their sentry gun. No more Pyro this time. When they did have a Pyro, though, he was kind of pestering the players in River, but we'll see what Bird Noises tries to do to break things up again. They don't have any off classes now, so yeah, I'm interested to see what they're going to try to do. I'm guessing they're going to send in Hellbent to try and make something happen. Yep, and there he goes into water right now, and Not Fast Food knows that this is happening, sending both soldiers down there to deal with him right away, so that's no hesitation there. So that's going to be 1 pick in their favor, and the counter sack should be coming out sometime soon.
Yeah,
looks
it
like
looks
it's
like
going to be Zilly.
Yeah, Zilly's moving into River. He's going deep. He actually gets the force out from Matt, bringing him down to around 50 health, and that's pretty big. They're going to try to use this Uber as best as they can, but it's basically already over. Full jumping into their spawn. I don't think they actually know he's there. The sentry actually goes down, and Tavan's able to take down Habib too. He's causing havoc over here. Hubert does come out of Ictus, and Van is going to finally go down, but wow, Van made a lot of crucial plays there.
Yeah, Van was really the hero of that push. He kind of came in at the right time, got the force that he needed to get to secure his team a little more, secure the more security. That's redundant. But we have a soldier jumping in, looks like bot mode, applying the pressure to choke, and Not Fast Food actually forcing Bird Noises out there, back onto mid. But there's still an Uber in Mappy's hands, so I think that we're going to see maybe an up-top setup from Not Fast Food, since they know that there's a disadvantage. Jack just climbing right now. And we'll see what they want to do to push into second. Last time they just moved theirs into big door and then worked some picks there, but I don't think there are any players in a position to get caught out this time. So it's going to be a more slower, kind of calculated sort of push, and the spam is probably going to be coming out soon. And players actually backing up to compensate for the threat of people walking into lobby.
Yeah, the Uber does come in through lobby for Bird Noises, and they've Not Fast Food has pretty much already just walked way back to last. That Uber did nothing, but not even like they gained them lobby, and they really don't even have lobby at this point. So questionable. Looks like Hellbent is actually in River. He wasn't spotted for a moment, but he did actually get found out eventually. So not gonna be able to really get anything. Ictus has his full Uber up. Botbot actually did jump in, but he's gonna go down. But they're really able to just get their spawn and go back in. Actually, wow. Wow. Hellbent just got pushed up top by High Five and Sen, and they just mulched him. They're even able to pick up Van 2 on the flank. This is going to be the second here for Not Fast Food. Ictus is up on his full Uber. The Uber advantage they have is gently dwindling away, though, so they're going to have to go now if they really want to work anything off. The spawns are up for Bird Noises, but they did not get the full forward, so they will not be a factor in this fight, at least until the late part. As it looks like the Uber is moving in here for Not Fast Food. It does finally get the pop, and they're able to trade the Ubers. And Van actually goes down in the middle of that. But they're going to be able to trade for High Five, and really nothing happened. Looks like Habib hit a crazy air shot on Van or something, because he is lighting off in the chat. But really just an Uber trade-off for the moment. Sai hit some nice pills, donks, cannonballs, harbingers of death, whatever you want to call them, onto some players in choke, but really didn't get any kills off it.
Yeah, I think that Bird Noises, they have the ball in their court again to push into second, and I think they've really just kind of been playing with the Ubers, not too much like attempts at pushing off a damage or anything else here, so I think the game might be slowed down for a bit again. We do have some players speaking the big door area, and since it's around even, the Not Fast Food players are going to be holding up around the choke this time instead of up top. So I'm interested to see again what they do, since Big Door has been their go-to the last 2 times. The previous time when they pushed into second, though, they used their Uber really early on the shutter door and then let him end in where they are now, ending up back on mid and a whole mess of weird series of events that happened. But yeah, again, it looks like they're going to bring their heals into Big Door. We have bot mode in the wood area kind of having some presence there, and some more spam from the blue players coming out. It looks like Zilly jumping in to join the fun, and that's not really too good health in favor of red players, and bot mode actually trades, it looks like, with Hellbent, or they don't really trade, but they both go down. So soldier down for each player, or each side. And Bird Noise is specking way, way up right now, so any thoughts of pushing seems to have left all their minds.
Yeah, Habib and Sai were staring at each other and choked for the longest time, just exchanging stickies, while pretty much everybody else shot at other people. So, looks like, oh, Habib actually eats a donk there from Sai, his best friend in the whole world. Nobody understands really each other like same classmates. As it looks like Burgos is electing to move in here through Big Door. They actually cut out Sen, who was hiding on top of the little lip above Big Door. And looks like the bomb is coming in here from Hellbent. He is able to get the force, and Matt is able to get out pretty cleanly back to mid, so they're going to be able to rotate back into this and get this Uber off pretty soon. They are moving in through choke. Looks like they might be leading with their scouts. Both Train and Van are coming in with this. And the Uber, yeah, whoa! Wow, bot mode actually picks up Van there right before the Uber starts, and he does pick off the force from Matt B as well. It's a pretty big play. It's not going to stop them from getting second, but it is going to stall their last push, and Ictus is now going to have a sizable ad.
Yeah, not being able to clear up top when they came through the choke was really pretty unfortunate there, since what was kind of going their way after having a successful bomb from Hellbent is turned into something more tragic now. Sen's already up on Sniper just in case they might want to send some sacks out, or I don't know, just in case someone wants to peek and they can catch someone out. But I think that Not Fast Food should probably think about pushing out, since they do really have a sizable advantage, and it looks like the convoys are moving into lobby, so making the right decisions here. And they're going to have around 100 now, clearing some sticks, and they should be getting onto the red players who are hanging out up top. Mappy's in a pretty safe place though, so I wouldn't really worry about their medic going down. Vol's actually going down on the flank. That's really not the best place for him to be. He does get cut out, and Sai's actually in the jumpable position as well. We have Zilly onto him right away. He's probably going to go down around the choke, and Bird Noise is just not making the best positioning decisions, getting cut out, backing up from second here, and they're still in Uber in Ace's hands. Mappy will have him as well, but with the pick advantage and no threat of sticks or anything, this choke is going to be free game for Not Fast Food to walk through, so Bird Noise is forced all the way back to their second. Sai's going to be up at forwards, but I think they're just going to have time to maybe set up. Actually, Hellbent though in the corner. This gets spotted out. Gets some rockets onto Ictus. Let's get the force again. So him being called out late there is actually going to be a big deal in favor of the Bird Noises team. And blue players are still stuck in here. This is a way better Uber in favor of Matt B. And their players still stuck at Big Door. High Five just kind of jumping on. We have both soldiers from the blue team up top. Maybe going to be caught out here. They're both kind of bouncing around. We have Zilly around choke already. Bot mode though getting taken out. Vol staying alive too after getting taking a sizable amount of damage up there, but with 2 players down on the side of Not Fast Food, Bird Noises might actually take this opportunity to push.
Zilly got a big 4K there on that mid, basically stalling whatever push Bird Noises had, but they are going to move back in to mid here. The bomb from Zilly actually coming in. He's gunning out his escape plan going on to Vol, not able to finish him off, but High Five and Sen are going to combine and take down Hellbent and Trainer, so they're going to be able to retain control of this mid. Sen and company are moving into choke now. Hyper aggro, really. Checking up top, making sure there's no crazy bomb coming in from the soldiers as Vol moves up top. He's getting into soldier bomb position. I can see it in his eyes. Bot mode goes down, and here comes the bomb, and Habib saw it too. Puts up the sticky trap, takes down Vol. High 5 does go down as well. So looks like Burn Noise is going to be able to repel this push from Not Fast Food, at least for the moment. Looks like Zilly and company are still sitting really far in choke. Ixis actually takes a lot of damage there, down to about 80 health. The Uber does come out, and wow! Matt drops. He hit a huge rock there, and so was able to clean him off. Vanda goes down as well, and this is looking terrible for Bird Noises. Zilly does go down, and the damage on Not Fast Food is actually going to be pretty huge. Sen goes down as well. They do take down Hellbent, though, and this should be Not Fast Food's ability to get back into this fight. Train and Sire up top, and they're going to have to back off.
But we have High 5 already on last. I think he's getting called out right now by Mappy and Van. But Matt dropping there is really, really unfortunate for Bird Noises. High 5 actually does get cleaned up finally in River, taking Train down to around 30 health before he goes down. But this huge Uber advantage in Ix's favor is going to spell pretty bad news for Bird Noises. Since we have had 3 successful rounds already for Not Fast Food, this is not where they want to be, especially on the second half after mounting a pretty more successful offensive half of the round. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Half of the half, but it looks like Van is up on the spy, and we actually have High 5 also up on offensive heavy. Interesting off-glass plays. Van knows they have a heavy. He has spotted him with his eyes. He's actually uncloaking. Looks like he might want to stall this heavy dealio.
And there we go. Van's actually right behind.
Oh my god! Gets the big PK there. Bot mode Ictus all going down, and wow. Vol able to take down Sen as well, and that is a huge play there. High 5 is
amazing.
High 5 is just stuck here on heavy now, and wow, Habib able to pick up.
So what looked like the threat of a spy quickly turned into the threat of a sticky trap. I didn't actually see those 6 at all, so I was incredibly surprised when I saw a spy in a backstabbing position and then 2 players go down. So pretty crazy sticky trap, which actually is going to turn this round around, hopefully for Bird Noises. They have a huge Uber advantage, and we're going to be making our way towards Big Door right now, and that should give them a lot of faith. Side does go down, though, so there's actually a lot of faith taken away from them. I'm jinxing them actively as I speak, but they do still have a big Uber advantage. They just have to deal with the players in Big Door and make sure they don't get behind, and make sure there's no big aggression coming out from Not Fast Food, since without traps and demo spam, it's going to be hard to kind of contain the blue players. But I think that Ictus and his friends are going to be kind of hanging out at mid, waiting for their own Uber to get up, since I think they're pretty confident that Bird Noises doesn't want to push for that side.
Assassin is going huge right now, though. He's on a 6K after edging out his demo contemporary with the sticky trap of its own. Viewers are pretty even, and Not Fast Food has control of mid. They're whittling down that clock here. It's got to be around 10 minutes left, and the chance of tying this up is slowly falling out of favor. Vol is actually underneath, though. He's on to Ictus. He hits 1 rocket, and he gets the force. Nobody was looking there, and the Uber is going to have to come out here. They do get the force out of Matt. Botwood actually going really far in behind. He's pulled back a lot of people, and this Uber's not really getting anywhere. They are going to try to flood it into mid, and both the soldiers are down. Habib hits a nice pipe onto Van, though. And the soldiers coming in. Hellbent able to take down Sen with the help of Train, but he is going to go down himself.
And High 5 actually caught out, just kind of lingering under the midpoint there. So a lot of players went down on both sides, but we have no scouts in favor of Not Fast Food. And if I were Bird Noises, I'd maybe think about taking this opportunity to push out the weak flank that they have. They're kind of set up on around the actual point, or the little rocky formation there on second. And maybe they're thinking about moving. We have Sai kind of testing the waters and choke, but he's going to back off ultimately. And I think they might wait to kind of stalemate things out and then maybe push Big Door again, since that's what they've been opting to do. We have Van building already, and yeah, I think we're gonna have a couple seconds before something happens again.
Classic goalie loss here. The Bird Noises can't really afford to stalemate this out, though, as the clock is slowly dwindling, and they're still down 3 rounds. I mean, it is goalie watch, so you can get 3 rounds in 3 minutes, but they really need a big momentum swing. They need some big play that's just gonna give them all the hope and faith and love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that they all need, or whatever else you believe in.
And we've got people clearing 6 and choke. The Uber's actually popped off from the red team. Ictus steals this Uber. They're going to pop in response, and Vol actually is in danger of being caught out here in the post-Uber fight. We have a lot more blue players from Not Fast Food floating the choke, but a nice cannonball from Sai onto Sen is actually taking him out. So what looked like it could have been Not Fast Food capitalizing off a better Uber turned quickly into just them losing a scout. We do have red players though flooding the flank side after their Uber. They just kind of regrouped and then reformed behind, and we have the scout and the soldier in through the choke. There's just stuff happening all over. Zilly goes down, bot mode and high five also go down, so we only have 3 players up on Not Fast Food. And with these 3 picks, we're going to leave 1 scout on second. Bird Noises is actually thinking about moving to main. The sentry's being built. They do know that there's 6 there from Habib. We do have Hellbent already in, jumping onto the point, causing a distraction. Their med force back in the secret. Vol jumping in after that. The sentry's actually been taken out with just some front players running all over, and they're getting picks left and right. Matt B getting a pick himself, and they're actually going to be able to get on this point and take their first round.
This is exactly what Bird Noises need. They took that little advantage and they pushed it all the way to last. They were going super aggro. Hellbent was on last before they even kept second, and this is just what they need. They need this momentum, and if they can get a big mid here, I can definitely see them coming back. As there's only there's 12 minutes left, so they can definitely pull this out. They can definitely win this game in 12 minutes even, as we're going to see this mid here. Bot mode fighting Hellbent underneath. He's down to 80 health. Van does go down already, so it's already not looking good. They do trade for a high five, so not all is done yet, but oh, Matt B goes down to the double soldier bomb. Zilly does go down, but so does Vol, and wow, the soldier's in it. Wow, Hellbent gets the 2k onto Ictus and Habib, and that looks like it's going to be the mid, maybe, for Bird Noises. They have numbers, but now they don't as Train goes down. It's just Sai really on this mid against Sen and bot mode, and he's going to go down, and that looks like it's going to be probably a second mid fight, to be honest, as most of Bird Noises is in Big Door, maybe trying to fight this. Looks like Bob, wow, he's actually in the lobby there fighting. He does take down Hellbent, which is pretty big, as he's pulling back all of Bird Noises, just chasing it up top. They do find the frag, but wow, they went on a wild goose chase for bot mode there. There's like high five is in too.
Yeah, definitely. I think bot mode being behind bought Not Fast Food a lot of time and kept Bird Noises from being able to take that second mid fight that we kind of thought would happen there. But with the 2 picks that they have, they're going to be making their way through the big door, and they have soldiers in already. Sai is actually, that's not a soldier, it's a demo, jumping in onto the combo. He actually didn't really get too much damage on the men, and actually might just end up going down there to Zilly. And that's actually a crits popped off. I didn't notice that at all. Habib taking the crits on big door. We have a scout taking now that's high five, and they actually don't really get any picks off of that. A soldier jumps in to try and greet the blue players on big door, but he does get taken out. That was Hellbent, and bot mode going down as well. So Bird Noises bouncing back onto the mid, but getting forced back again by a lot of aggression from Not Fast Food. Matt B and Train still hanging around the choke area, and Habib on the ground, jumping towards the medic, getting the force out. That's a good placement of stickies from him right there. But without a demo, even though there isn't an Uber in favor of Matt B, they can try and maybe cap mid and then move into second. But as I say that, there's more blue people coming back to reclaim the nipple that they had, and I think Bird Noises is going to fall back into the safe place on second. But with the disadvantage that they have, they're going to have to be able to hold in a lot more of a passive place instead of holding towards the choke. So this could be really bad news for them in this round.
Yeah, just still sitting on that about 40 crits ad that he has. I don't think he died, so obviously they're still going to be on crits, and they're still going to know about it. So we do see Train actually. Train, different choice. Usually you'd see a soldier of some sort hide up on that top, but it looks like Train is sitting up there ready to get the meat shots going, I guess. I don't know, but it looks like Habib is going to be moving in here through big door. The crits is up. He is going to pop it, and he's looking for that med, but he's not going to be able to find anything. Doing nothing, really. No damage whatsoever, really.
Ooh, but Zilly
gets
taking care of getting picks, since the crits actually didn't really have anything happen in Habib's side. Zilly just kind of jumped in when they were bunched up top, got the frags onto Matt B, did a lot of damage, got a lot more frags. We actually have Sai and 8 health and Band with only 28. A lot of players down on Bird Noises, and Not Fast Food in a pretty comfortable position. They did lose Ictus, but they do have high five already running onto the last point where there aren't really many players. He's going to be moving towards the point, so did get the spawners just in time to take him out, and Sen's actually going to be caught out underneath, taking the one from the Train, and ooh, Sen actually almost won that, which would be a pretty crazy turn of events. But with those 2 picks, there's going to be no scouts in favor of Not Fast Food. There's a demo down in the form of Sai, though, on Bird Noises, so it might be hard for them to push out. But Mappy does have an Uber advantage, and that's going to be what's important right now for having them push out.
High five is up on Sniper. It looks like, wow, Zilly's actually fighting Hellbent way up on River there by the pack. He's going to have to fall back. As high five still on Sniper in that choke. Fan actually does go down to a nice little sticky trap there from Habib. Going to stunt any real push aspirations that they had. As Matt's just going to back up, and he's going to build with Van, and Not Fast Food is going to be able to maybe take some space, some real estate up here. They're actually just going to sit back on second, build up their maneuver. High five's got a lot of room to run on Sniper.
Yeah, and I think Uber's are going to be evening out right here. We do have high five on Sniper right now. I'm going to keep an eye on him, definitely. He's trying to get a shot off into the Pyro. Actually goes down dangerously low right there. And more not fast food players kind of bunch up in the Riverside. That's Train on Pyro right now, who actually gets taken out. He's being pretty annoying, but that pick is actually going to be something that's going to give not fast food room to work with, since if they lose another player here, that's effectively a counter sack. So High Five can take over big pick, but actually Sai does go down from Sen. He's getting rushed there by the scout, and that's going to be a really big deal. 2 players down and no demo in favor of Birdnoises means a pretty open last point. Looks like Zilly is going to be the one to initiate jumping in there, getting the force off and getting some early time into the point, and more players can flash in through the Riverside, but I don't think there's too much happening in favor of not fast food. Van does go down, but 3 players are already down on the blue team. Ichthys actually left up the only person alive on his team, running through the river. Don't think he's going to be able to survive this. He surfs the cannonball, goes down to 18 health. His 10% Ubers all he has any kill vines just to not... if that wasn't a kill vine, I think that was actually him cratering, but
that was
yeah.
cratering. They're going to get most of their spawns. Actually, bot mode is up on Spy here. Interesting choice. He's definitely not going to be able to get the back cap, but he is going to be looking to eliminate this Uber ad that Matt B has, even though it's not that big. But, you know, and they do know he's there. He took a pack and he took a bit of damage, but wow! Assassin gets the sticky onto Matt and he's going to take him down, and now bot mode is patently useless. Sai able to pick up Sen, and Dog Eater goes down as well. But this might be bot mode's chance to strike in this chaos. He's behind Sai, who's distracted with Ichthys on second. Oh no!
This is
he
hard
wants
to
this
watch.
so bad. This is hard to watch. He does get it though. But the roller dog kills Ichthys in the end of that fight. Unbelievable, and Ichthys dies so late, and this is looking to be a round for Birdnoises. The heals are not going to be up for a while. That B doesn't have that big of an advantage, but really, Not Fast Food doesn't have a big defense. High Five is up on Pyro, Sen is up on MG, but he only has a level 1, and Ichthys is just up now. They are probably just going to sit back and get their Uber ad, though.
Man, just watching bot mode walk at the tragically slow speed behind the demo to try and save his medic was it was really just a tragedy. Like, Shakespeare couldn't write something that good, because man, that was awful. Ichthys is dead now, and there's a bigger
Does he know Spy has a gun? You pull it out, you press your SWAT button, then you pull it out and you shoot the gun.
Yeah, that might have been helpful there for him. And as we talk about bot mode's subpar spy play, we have red players moving to the Riverside. They're going to pop early on the demo and scout they're leading with, and not soldiers, maybe an odd decision. But they have both guys actually just running onto the point. So without getting any frags before the actual crits come out, that's going to be a round in favor of Birdnoises again. So
wow.
We have things maybe looking like they're going to even out here. 5 minutes left in the half. It's going to be 3-2 in favor of Not Fast Food still. But Birdnoises is looking like they want to bounce back from this for sure. And let's see what happens on this mid. We've just got some normal rollouts going on. Side's going choke side. I think that Not Fast Food's actually going their side as well. And we have some players like it's Helmet kind of testing the waters on the elbow of the other players. And Zilly trying for an early bomb gets really, really denied by scouts and other players. And Vol actually cleans up when he hits the ground. We do still have bot mode underneath the point, but I think positionally the red players are having a lot more aggressive of a stance. But I think that Sen and High Five are kind of responding to that, moving more forward towards the nipple side. Vol is actually on the ground at pretty low health, and there's more Birdnoises players bunched up in choke now, which is actually a bad thing. They did some pretty good early positioning, and they kind of had to give that up. Since their medic did stay up though, and they do still have a demo, they can still probably mount a solid defense on second here, which is something pretty nice to keep in mind. But as I say that, Not Fast Food, not trying to waste any time at all, right in the momentum that they have, in the one pick that they have, peeking players through choke, and I think the response from Birdnoises though was kind of make them stop doing that. That's usually what you like to do, make people not do the things you don't want them to do. So we might have another sort of a stalemate coming up.
Yeah. Birdnoises were poised to take that mid, but their health just got whittled down and they just had to back out of choke, or otherwise they all would have died. So even Nuba's here, they really don't have much time to sit here and stand on second. They have to do something quick. As we said, there's only 5 minutes left in the half, and it's probably down to about 4, maybe 3.5 minutes now. So they're going to have to do something quick to tie this game up.
Yeah, definitely. This is actually a really uncomfortable position for Birdnoises to be in. They actually do get forced off in the choke, and Van did go down. I'm not sure how Van went down, but the Uber is actually popped up pretty late from Ichthys, which is going to spell horrible news for, I think, Vol caught out there all the way behind. We have soldiers jumping in onto the Birdnoises players, but they're in a position where they really have not too much time to work with, and they need to get that one round to tie things up, or they're in a really awful position. Side does go down the choke, though, and players just walking in one by one. They're just feeding themselves to Not Fast Food, which is awful. Just kind of a meat grinder and choke. Matt B he's also down to very low health. That rocket narrowly misses him in the lobby. He picks up the pack, and his scouts could be running away. He's actually escaping to last. Maybe going to right here, but high five says no thank you, and actually takes him out there. And that's a wipe, a very tragic wipe for Bird Noises, and I don't really think they can bounce back from this and defend their last, but we'll see what happens.
They got way too hasty on that. There's a balance between understanding there's a time limit and you need to act quickly and just running in just unabashedly with no strategy whatsoever. And Bird Noises did the latter there, and all the momentum they had is just gone. It's 4-2 now with 2:25 left in the game. I mean, it's still theoretically possible with Goalie Wash, but Bird Noises has to come out and have the two crispiest, most rolliest flatbread mids in the history of the universe. They have to do TCM twice, and it's not good when you have Van and everybody just die immediately. It's still 4v3 though, and the health of Habib and company are actually really terrible. It's just Trainer and Vol alive against Ictus and High Five, but this is not a roll at all. This is a hard fought, going to be a 1v2 here. High Five is actually really hurt, but he is able to take down Train, who is super hurt, and they're going to be able to clean up Vol too, and this is looking like it's going to be over.
Yeah, definitely. That was High Five's 1v2 to take, because there's not too much to lose if if him and Ictus died there. They still have the comfort zone of having those rounds in favor, and the mid actually wasn't a super fast one for Bird Noises, so I really don't think they can bounce back from that. Just taking that fight and winning it really just kind of was the final nail in the coffin for Bird Noises. They can do what they can to try and defend second and last, but it ultimately probably won't matter with the amount of time left in the position that they're in, so this is really a sad end to Bird Noises, but Sty is, I think, somewhere behind, and we have the not fast food players floating on to second and mid cap at the same amount of time. That doesn't really matter when you have 6x from the other team going in on that, and we've had a full Uber for Ictus. No demo man really in play for Bird Noises since Sty is all the way behind. Train's up on Sniper, but they're going to pop this Uber in right through Shutter onto last. We have Botwood coming from the river as well. Van going down pretty early, some huge damage on the map. The Vol is actually taken out as well, and just to secure this game, that's going to be a 5-2 in favor of Not Fast Food. So they're going to be advancing to the grand finals of ESEA Intermediate.
Yep, and that is going to be Pizzagon versus Not Fast Food in the grand finals. Two food-themed name in IM grand finals here, and I just feel like Not Fast Food did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They pushed the issue a lot. They already had Bird Noises pretty much figured out, and this is a map where they can really just abuse all of the little nuances in Bird Noises' game. I mean, they're really good at stalemates, but they just can't really deal with the aggression that Not Fast Food is putting on them all the time, and they were just able to put together a lot of rounds. They did start to falter a little bit in the second half. Bird Noises had signs of life, but in the end, their momentum just got wrecked by one terrible, terrible decision. And, well, Not Fast Food just took it all the way to the bank and closed it out. It was 3-2 like 2 minutes ago, and then now it's 5-2. So obviously Bird Noises could have won that game, but it was just really just one fatal flaw, and then everything just fell apart from there.
Yeah, and both scouts on Not Fast Food leading their team in frags, and just a lot of cohesion from them on this map especially. They played a lot faster and I think tighter, especially tighter than they played on Snakewater against this team. So they definitely deserve the spot that they have in the finals, and they've proven to be a strong team since we've ended up covering both of their playoffs matches so far. So it'll definitely be exciting to see them play Pizzagon, which is another strong team in IM. So yeah, things are looking pretty exciting for the future of ESEA Intermediate.
Quite indeed. I believe EVL will probably be doing that game too, but dear, you wanna talk about the thing you keep messaging me to talk about? Because
Yep.
you really
So
seem to want to talk about it.
we actually have a cool little thing with shirts going on for some of our casters. Atwaz and I both have shirts made for us by EVL that are in order to support us if you like our casting and if you like the shirts that we have to offer. So there's a Deer shirt and an Atwaz shirt that you can buy now, and yeah, they're pretty cool shirts. You should pick them up to support EVL and the people that you hopefully like hearing.
Buy deer food. He needs food to survive. This shirt is actually pretty cool. I might buy one, and then Deer will get some of my money, and then he won't starve to death, and he will be able to buy his internet and continue talking about video games for you. So buy a shirt. unless you want Deer to go hungry. Thank you.
Yep. And I
Yep.
think that all but wraps up our cast for tonight. So gonna give a huge shout out to everyone that came through and watched. Those are pretty good viewer turnout tonight. And shouts out to Ro for being with us for the first map and Flatline for sticking around for both maps. And of course Kinch was our lovely cameraman. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all the players for playing. Thanks Spot Mode for giving us a good heads up about when you guys are going live. And yeah, I think that's gonna be all. So peace out and drive safe.
You're not watching this in a car.
We are also recruiting, by the way, if you want to do this awesome stuff. So there you go. There's the info. Now I'm going to play a song.